Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Owensboro, Kentucky, the center of the Cornhole universe and the center court of that center of the Cornhole universe, the American Cornhole Organization World Championships Cornhole 19 here in Owensboro, Kentucky, and here on center court. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with Steffi B. And between us, I like to say, Steph, we have the second best seats in the house because now you have the best seats in the house, and we are just now getting underway with two doubles brackets. We are going to be hosting Bracket A here on center court, and the boys from the Cornslinger Bag Company, CBC, are going to be hosting on a second center court. That's how big this is. We need two center courts to cover it all. We will keep you up to date on scores throughout brackets A and B, but Tammy and Junior Williams stepping up right away. This is going to be a fun one to watch, I think, right out of the chute. I always love watching the two of them play. Let's take a look and see where we are here. I'm looking, you'll find us here somewhere on the ACO digital network, whether it's the Facebook feed or if you're following along in the YouTube world here for the ACO. Everybody
and the double mats.
Yeah, everybody in your household get enough rest and ready for today, do you think?
Yes, I think so, but Parker's 15, so.
Yeah, right. So about 45 minutes of
right.
sleep, just about enough for him. Well, Matt Ledbetter and Matt Arsenault standing shoulder to shoulder against Junior Williams and Tammy Williams. Matt Arsenault, I believe, was, I think, Todd Gammon's blind draw partner when they won down in Branson, our
really?
final major of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a good matchup.
Yeah, it is pretty
good
solid.
partnership.
It's the first mistake right
Luck
there.
of the draw.
Yeah. Not bad there. So first 2 points will be given up there by Junior Williams. It should get them out to a 2-0 start for Matt and Matt.
Yeah, and this doubles, these brackets, they had to win their way into that. Didn't they have to have a certain amount of points to even get into the world doubles?
You had to have a certain number of points with the partner you're throwing with now. There was no substitution or sandbagging through the season. You had to play with the partner that you earned the points with, and that actually kept a couple of pretty solid teams, ad hoc teams, from making it into the doubles bracket. So we may not see some of the bigger names until tomorrow when we run through the singles brackets.
Shoot, you got a bunch of big names in this.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I'm just saying there's some you might expect to see that you won't because they did not get their points gathered together in time with the partner.
Well, they got to work on that for next season.
Happen to bring to the world. Yeah, next season marks the 20th season of the American Cornhole Organization. Looking forward to some fun tweaks and changes throughout. We had a big ACO skins match last night with our pros, the final bracket of 16. It was 32 ultimately that got started, and we whittled it down to 16, and Jonathan Nail walked away the big winner last night out of all 32 pros who paid the way in and then had to win their way out.
That was a great game.
That was fun. That was fun to watch. And
he played Gary Bearpaw in the end.
Yes, he did. Bearpaw walked away with a nice check. So did Jonathan Nail. I think he walked away with just under $1,000 in his pocket.
And then Scotty was third, right?
Yeah, Scott Stoffridgen was third.
His brother.
Yeah, right. His fashion
brother
twin.
from another mother.
Nice airmail there to minimize. Actually, I think that ended up being a wash. Yeah, 7-7 wash. Each of them had one off the back. Going to go brighten up that tablet, I do believe.
Wish we had a scoreboard over here. I don't see one.
Well, I'm watching
on my phone.
I'm watching right here on the Facebook page for the update. We're going to go over there and reset the Jumbotron here for the room to make sure that we've got the big screen rolling with center court action. A secondary big screen. As Tammy, unfortunately, front boards one. They can remove that if they'd like.
And they got the Tier 2 finals going on right now, too. The top 4.
I'll tell you what. There is, and the adding of the tier play a couple of years ago, I think, was very popular. It was great because between that now, tier play, and also the tailgater upstairs in the red room and the blue room, good stuff. Plenty of cornhole.
Yeah.
If you are looking to play cornhole and you can't find a game around here, one way or another, no matter how well you played, or maybe if you didn't play so
must have
good.
drank too much. And
Yeah,
couldn't find one.
you're probably still in bed at the hotel. That's exactly right.
Tailgaters, back to back to back. My husband was in tier 2. He was one and done.
Oh, was that it?
He played Sarah Hardy first.
Oh, that'll do it. Sarah was throwing fire here on center court a couple of days ago, and I think she ran out just a little bit out of gas. But she is a formidable player. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Philip Barnett had mentioned that she might be the player with the kind of the most improved from the female side.
Oh, nice.
From the women's side, I think he was ready to go ahead and dish out that accolade to her. Or as the biggest
there's so many good women.
Gaining performer, yeah.
We could easily have a queen of cornhole.
Very possibly out of the women's division. You're exactly right.
Watching the women's and Maggie Geiger double dipping Amber
Fretwell last night. Yep, she played a very consistent game, and Amber, I heard her, because that's what happened last year. If you remember, Josie Clare came in and did that to Amber on this very court in this very building.
Man.
She said last night, she goes, if I make it to finals next year and I have to be double dipped, I'm just going to withdraw. I said,
Lord.
no, you are not. And she did it 8 months pregnant.
Right.
She did she had a hell of a run in the women's division.
And in co-ed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she and Shane.
They got double dipping going too.
Yeah, how about that? 9 on 6 there. The Williams pick up another 3 spot. Or pick up their first 3, I should say. Not another 3 spot. Their first 3 to break that egg. Let's see what other scores we've got going on here. Our boy Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, and his partner Nick Gardner up 7-2 over Bobby Brooks and Steve Duncan. You see any scores on there that surprise you?
Finally just popped up on my phone.
Let's see. Caleb and Isaac Hurt is the #1 seed. Await the winner of Chad Cox, Jeff Lewis, and Gavin Lesh and Richard Jones. Lesh and Jones up 12-2. In that one, Rex Urig and Dennis Posey up 10-6 over
Parker
your boy
and
and Ace. How about that?
Yep.
Alex McDonald and Riker Wells up 16-6 on Danny Miller and Jamie Gayhart. A pair of Tanners, Miller and Westfall, up 70-5 over Jack Davis and Will Mills. So you can follow along if you've got your Scoreholio account open on your phone. You can check it all out. We'll keep you posted.
We got the Gammon. Are they father and son or brothers? Because they're father and son, aren't they?
They're father and son,
and
but
I
the first time I saw them, I thought they were brothers also, yeah.
Yes, we got Jace Thompson and Marty Thompson, 19 over the Gammons, 5.
Is that right? 19 on 5?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a little shocker. Now, Marty Thompson, they got the same last name, but I don't think they're related.
Not related.
Huh.
I believe you are correct.
They were just like, we have the same last name. Let's be partners.
Yeah. Maybe we can get a discount on jerseys.
Yeah.
They only have to die sub one name. That'd be great. Oh, and Tammy loses one out the right side. Look at I do love how stressed they get about it. They're both laughing. Oh, and the favor is returned.
Speaking of that game, they just won 21-5.
Did they?
Jace Thompson and Marty Thompson. That was quick.
Yeah. We got a couple of Matts here on center court. Got a couple of Tanners out on court 7. I think we determined the other day we were looking at different names within the ACO. I think there are 6 or 7 Calebs.
Oh, I believe it.
So 12 on 3 remains the score here on center court. A big day of doubles action on both center courts here. Dylan and Bill hosting the ACO center court. #1, my man Philip Barnett. Let's see where his...
Just want to say Rex and Dennis have 10, and now Parker and Ace have 15.
Is that right?
They're
okay.
ahead now.
15 on 10. Chase Puckett, Megan Puckett, down 4-2 to Bob Heil and Charlie Case. Now that is 6-2.
Russell Tabers and Jerry Stallions is 13 to Zach Purdue and Keaton Brown, 9.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Barnett and Gardner up over Brooks and Duncan, 19-2. possibly our first ever singles queen of cornhole, could be sitting over there across from us on center court right now. Kim Dice sitting there with her better half, Chad. Or he's sitting with his better half, Kim.
I was going to say, you got that the opposite way.
I better reassess. Oh, she came in low and front boarded one, did
Gavin Leash and Richard Jones, not Jones.
Is that going to go?
Not Jones. Yeah, where's Richard Jones? Have beat Chad Cox and Jeff Lewis 21-2. I almost picked him in my draft, by the way.
Is that right?
Yes. If we'd have got 10 picks, if we'd have just even got 8.
Well, if it was up to you, we'd still be picking. I think you wanted everybody. You wanted to figure out a way. I don't know if I could even play Monopoly with you.
No.
You would want to own every piece of property and then say, I told you so.
Yep. Super obnoxiously competitive.
And be the banker.
Yep.
Nice bag right there. Matt Ledbetter had a nice finish right there. That's going to take the...
Got Drew Wakey and Tom Gustafson getting ready. Say his last name.
Gustafson.
And I call him Gustafson.
That's all right. That's all right. Stephanie Bargette.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody screws up my name, and it's super easy.
14 on 5. And that finish from Matt Ledbetter. I think he breathed a big sigh of relief when he saw all those fall. Last time, Arsenault swinging back at him as his Junior Williams sneaks one in, has one off the back. Score magic is updated, 10 on 9. It's going to take this to 15 on 5.
And Phillip has won his game with Nick Garner. 21-2.
21-2. They will advance and take on the winner of this game right in front of us. I have a feeling will that one be on center court? I'll have to check with the guys in the truck on this. Will Barnett be playing center court? Will Barnett just win? Just won. He and Gardner just won. Will they be playing the winner of this match on center court? Do we know?
Oh, Parker just won with Ace Rogers against Rex and Dennis Posey. That's a good team.
That's a big win. Rex Urick has
21-11.
been the nemesis for quite a few singles and with his doubles partner there. Oh, up and over, and Matt, lucky that one held. Will it stay? I don't know. Tammy.
Josie Claire and Trevor Easterling won 21-8 against Sean Scott and Daniel Todd.
Coming in hot. Tried to get one to fall off the back and take one in, but that'll be a 6 on 4, and Matt will pick up another couple.
Nate Stevens' birthday. So is Justine's birthday, too. Smith.
I'll tell you what, I think we have more birthdays in this organization this week. Either that or people lie about it just to get the announcements.
It was mine.
Yep. See?
Yep.
You were born in January, admit it. We have anniversaries, birthdays. There we go. Tina and Aaron Candler celebrating their anniversary yesterday.
Yep. They got another shout out.
Matt Arsenault lines it up, lays a nice blocker there right in front of Junior. He'll probably try to go up and over. Yeah, he did, and he missed the back edge of the hole. Is he going to run through that now?
Yeah, well, but then he put it on the back.
Yeah, tried to run it up in behind and didn't, but they're going to
nice little wash
end up doing a washing 10 right there. And
we got Junior. Alex McDonald and Riker Wells won 21-8 over Danny Miller and Jamie Gayhart.
River Green and Ben Barron 21-14 over Floyd Sanderson and his partner Bradley. Oh, boy.
Chase Puckett and Megan Puckett are now up 12-8 against Bob Heil and Charlie Case.
Well, all right, all right. Junior Williams and Tammy Williams right now in a battle with the Mats. Unfortunately, Tammy was in a battle with the front of the board just there and lost.
Yep.
She's got boy, she's got a double.
That's going to be the game.
Front bagger, yeah, that's going to do it. There, she must have just said, you know what, I'm going to go back and have some more of my drink. Taters exchanged, hugs exchanged now between the Williams, the SVC matriarch, and patriarch Mama and Papa Bear. Nice match there. We'll keep the two mats here to take on Nick Gardner and Philip, the Mississippi Ninja.
Well, right now it's not showing
Barnett.
that.
What's that?
It's showing Brooks and Tammy Williams.
Oh, it may not be next. Okay, I see.
Pause.
Other games are still working out. I see how it is. So it's been held to be played here on center court, but we still have some games still working their way out that need to be played. Yeah, I see Waking and Gustafson against Ken Goodhue and Matt Heading. That's going to be a Heating. That's going to be a great game right out of the chute for a first round.
Russell Tapers and Jerry Stallions has 19 over Zach and Keaton Brown 12. Zach Pardue. And we got Zach Ear and Brady Easterling 10 over Michael Lucas Jr.
Michael Dingus.
19. That's a little bit of a shocker. A lot of people have them picked to win.
Who's that?
Brady Easterling and Zach.
Easterling and Kier.
You never know.
Big smiles on the faces of the Williams as they continue warming up and they get bounced down into the losers bracket. Tammy has changed her pitch. She used to stand feet side by side and kind of just run straight from the hip, but she has adopted a little bit of this gazelle stance that I think so many have seen and come to mimic just a little bit. We saw a couple of guys last night that kind of kicked that leg out as well. Was it the Fashion Twins? Was it Stoffergen and Nail? Yeah, Jonathan Nail.
I think they planned that. They had to have. It's not one of those outfits that you're like, we're both going to wear our khaki shorts and our black pro jerseys and our hats.
I think it was a remarkable coincidence. Only one of them chose to wear a belt, though, as you noticed.
Correct.
And unfortunately, it wasn't.
Did it work?
Todd Gammon. He has a tendency to forget his belt on occasion. So, again, if you're watching, if you've got predictions, if you've got a team picked out that you think is going to take it all here.
Oh, they just lost. Braden and Zach.
Did they really?
Wow.
Yeah, 21-11. That's going to be bounced down into the losers bracket.
Wow.
How about that? So
you just never know.
Parker Burgett and Ace Rogers are waiting for the winner of the Pucketts versus Heil and Case.
Another tough game. And that's 16-12. Pucketts.
20-12 now. Just updated to 20-12.
My service sucks. Oh, now it does. Okay. I got the worst service. AT&T.
Well, if you would like to do a reverse endorsement, you can certainly do that.
Yes, let's do that. Come on, Verizon. Come on, T-Mobile. Jump on.
Just go Mint Mobile with Deadpool.
We got Mason Higgins and Cody Pierce, 1, and Devin Holloway and Hunter McCollum.
Yeah, I'm hanging you out to dry. You're on your own on these. You are on your own.
Hey, everybody butchers my last name, so I'm allowed to butcher their last name.
I don't think so. That is very unprofessional.
McCullough. What is it?
McCullough?
Is it McCullough? So I was right the first time?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So Rex Uhrig and Dennis Posey are going to be facing Bob Heil and Charlie Case now in the losers bracket as Team Puckett takes round 1 of their doubles adventure.
Don't be tripping over the set. Come and bring me something. Might as well bring me something.
All right, let's see who we lining up here. Bobby Brooks and Steve Duncan going to be taking on Junior and Tammy Williams. Couple of new faces on center court to me, Brooks and Duncan.
Yeah, I was going to say I've never seen them before, but I didn't want to say that and be like.
No, well, that's what's been great about the number of folks that have come to Owensboro to join us for the ACO Worlds 19 is a lot of new faces, a lot of new names, a lot of new games.
Jerry Wayne, I am pretty sure that they're in bracket B. They are on the other live court, though. I'm going to check that for you real quick. But I'm pretty sure because they were the number 2 team. So we've got the Hertz over here.
Who, Bear Paw and Barger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're in the other bracket. Somebody's been throwing bags, my buddy.
Loaded bracket is A. I can promise you. I think so, looking at it. It is loaded.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can cherry pick throughout both brackets. Neither one of them is going to be a cakewalk. There wasn't one where you said, whew, I got into the easier bracket. Because like you said, with the Hertz in bracket A and Bear Paw and Barger in bracket B,
yes,
that's just a real good sign of what is to come in both of these.
And they're playing on court 35 right now, and it's 0-0. They're playing Karen English and Greg English.
All right, so an early 4-0 lead with the Williamses. Enter the score magic. So a 9-on-8 cracks the egg for Bobby and Steve. 4-1. It's an interesting bag release there.
Matching shirts. I like it. From Tammy and
oh yeah, they're wearing their crew shirts, part of the ACO crew, not just the Mama and Papa Bear of SVC Shenandoah Valley Cornhole, but also members of the ACO crew. Man, I tell you what, he's got a very nonchalant grip and pitch.
We got the Hertz coming up playing their first game against Gavin Leash and Richard Jones. Well, I wish we could get that game. That would be good. We'll keep you updated on the score, though.
Yeah, keep an eye on all of these as we go.
Drew Wakey and Tom something.
Come on now.
9 against Kid and Matt Heading 4.
Just look at the order of the letters. That'll tell you what you need to know. Gustafson.
But I keep thinking of Little Mermaid.
Why?
Of like Gustav.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what that is. But I was saying that Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, it's 15-4 now. My lovely phone just
You can
updated.
tell who has daughters.
Oh, no, yeah, that's Beauty and the Beast. You're right. Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Golly.
Well, whenever I hear Gustafson, I think of Fargo.
Oh, I've never watched that.
Oh, you need to.
Fargo.
Oh, and Junior wastes a grand opportunity to sneak one in there, but they still take 10-on-8, pick up another couple points.
We got Clint Sutton and Junior Roberts 6 against Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster 12. I know people were wanting to hear those updates.
Yeah, we got a. Was that the one you're saying, the Hertz and the Lesh and Jones? That match?
That one's 0-0 right now. They're warming up.
Yeah, they're still getting.
We got Mason Higgins and Cody Pierce 6 against Devin Holloway and Hunter 5.
All right, so Chad Jackson and Kim Dice awaiting the winner, as you said, of that Ken Goodhue, Matt Heading versus Drew Waking, Tom Gustafson. Waking and Gustafson up 17-4. And then they get Chad and Kim as their reward, whoever walks out of that one.
It's bracket B. Check on the old Sebastian Bear Paw.
Just lays it up high and happy to hold the board. Tammy had 3 laying up on top, so that's going to cost them 4, 10-on-6.
Tier 2 championship going on right now.
Got a lead change now here on center court. Bobby Brooks, Steve Duncan over Tammy and Junior Williams, 7-6.
It's still 0-0, that game.
Which one?
The one I was looking for, Bear Paw and Barger.
Oh,
was
okay.
asking.
I think we have the record number of singles to be played tomorrow, as a matter of fact, here on ACO World Cornhole Day, the last Saturday in July every year, has been thusly proclaimed. It's a 10-on-8 as Junior and Tammy grab a couple back. And lead changes back. First bag in the hand of Tammy Williams. I'm going to see if I can get my boy Toby over here to do a little commentary with us.
The main events at majors and the worlds here are all double elimination tournaments.
Oh.
Only single elimination tournaments.
We had Bryce King and Bryce Jefferson win 21 over Daniel Cravens and Forrest Stamper. They're now taking on Aaron Lambert and Jimmy Nair. Nate Stevens and Cody Brewer, 21-2 over Dwayne Hudson and April Clements. They will now take on Steve Smith and TJ Miller. That's a good game.
That'll be a good one for sure. Brian
Dang.
Latham and Ashley Irvin down 13-12 to Greg Newton and Sean Carter. Chris Bates and Demetrius Bell, 20-10 right now over Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler.
Got Cecile Hicks and Andrew Lane beat Stephen Vines and Chris Carpenter. And then you got them taking on your people, Haley Clark from MasterChef
Yeah, how
and
about
Neil
that?
Sullivan, who won their game against Jay Furlong and Seth Furlong.
Craig Smith.
21-0.
Craig Smith checking in from the UK. Good to see you on the stream, brother. Well, I think it's 6 o'clock, 5:30. Yeah, no, 12 plus 10 to carry the one.
Not doing
I
that
don't know what
math.
time it is there. It's a later up and over. Nice bag there from Junior to take the middle that was given to him. All right, so that's going to be at least 2 if he can hold it,
Nope.
or a wash.
Or just a
Washington
wash.
right there. And again, I feel bad because I'm not sure which one's Bobby and which one's Steve. I want to say nice bag, Steve, and I know I'll get
Right.
it wrong.
Nope, I have no idea either.
Bobby. No, I knew I'd have gotten it wrong.
Which one was the hair? That's Bobby?
Steve
The hair?
has the Jack Daniels Honey T-shirt on.
Nice, okay. The
It's
bandana.
the first time I've met either one of these gents. You can see in the background of the wide shots that the hive is buzzing. You can see those crazy Top Gun 20 jerseys, too. You can't miss
They
them. It's
are
like
bright.
everywhere you turn, the sun's rising. I'm going to get my man Toby over here to do a little commentary.
He's so cute.
Made their way over from Cornwall, England for the second straight year. They said, do you do the World Championships in Owensboro every year? And I said, nope, this is actually, I think, our first ever back-to-back.
We got Drew Wakey and Tom winning their next game 21-6.
Tom who? Tom who?
Gustafsson.
No, Gustafson.
God. Gustafsson.
All right, I'm going to add a little
Well, take out the F.
a little international flavor.
No F. No F.
We're going to
What's
add
up?
a little international flavor. How
Little
are you,
man?
buddy? Let me get you this right up here.
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself?
Yes.
All right. We welcome Toby Bailey to the booth, our international flavor and connection. My man last year earned himself an honorary spot as an ACO Stream Team member. He's got his official jersey on, and he is. You had the opportunity today to go swimming or throwing bags. Which did you pick?
Swimming.
You went swimming?
Oh.
Oh, I thought for sure you said throwing bags earlier, so you must have gone and gotten a little quick dip in there and then come throw a few bags and a little lunch later, a little Owensboro barbecue.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, yep.
So are you getting better? You're playing a lot more in Cornwall and Par
Yes.
and getting better as you go.
Yep.
How's your dad? Is he getting better?
No.
No. There we go.
He walked way better when he started.
What's that?
He walked way better when he started.
He was better when he started. Okay, well, how about Tom? Tom Collins, he's still looking pretty good?
He's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I know they couldn't make it this year. He was bummed out. Bobby and Steve have jumped out a 17-8 lead on Junior and Tammy Williams. Any other scores we want to report here?
Caleb and Riley took out their first game. It was, and I just lost it. My stupid phone. AT&T. Okay, against Clint Sutton and J.R. Rogers, 10-21. Got the Puckets up against Parker and Ace. And then we've got Jolie Z, Claire, Trevor Easterling against Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin just getting started. The Hertz are taking an early lead, 8-0 over Gavin Leash and Richard Jones. How long of a drive was it for you? Or flight?
How long of a drive? Do you have that special James Bond car? Did you drive under the Atlantic?
So,
7 hours. It was probably about 9 hours.
oh, goodness.
Yeah, I think it was 9 hours
Flight?
from London to New
Wow.
York. Then you went New York to Chicago, right? And then Chicago to
Yeah.
Owensboro, right?
Well, we think it was 7 hours from England to America.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's right. Depending upon the headwind, yes.
Do you like planes? You like flying in planes?
I don't like the bit when we go up, but I like the fast bits.
You like when you go down, but you don't like it when you go up?
Yeah.
Or you just like the flying, not the taking off and
Oh,
landing?
the flying bit. The flying bit.
Not the taking off and landing, but the flying itself. All right. Well,
A little bit of a score change with Caleb Hurt and Isaac Hurt. I know a lot of people are wanting to hear that. Gavin Leash and Richard Jones, 8-6
8
now.
on 6, yeah. Lesh and Jones tightening up that margin.
Checking on bracket B.
I've got on I don't have on my broadcaster jersey today. I guess I need to get that on to match you. I got my Lifetimer jersey on, though. You know how to get one of these?
No.
No, you have to get an ACO tattoo. You think your mom and dad will let you do that?
Probably not.
Probably not, no. Not even one as cool as that.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. We got Sebastian Barger and Gary Bearpaul, 12 over Karen English and Greg English, 1. Making an early lead there. Big lead. Tom Cooksey and Tommy Hewick. I'm going to call him Mask Man now after the other day.
How about we don't do that? Hey, Craig
And-
Smith says Byron says hi, Tobes. He wanted to tell you hello from the UK.
Oh.
I'll tell you, this has been a dirty game we've been witnessing here. There have been bags all over the floor, all over the board. And it has been a slog, but 17-12.
Aaron Lambert and Jeremy Nair have 13 over Bryce King and Bryce Jefferson, 3. The two Bryces.
Do you have a favorite ACO player? Toby, no?
No.
No favorite?
Really?
I like Willie.
I'm sorry?
I like Whaley.
Wayne?
Whaley.
Oh, Whaley. Jacob Whaley?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's sweet. You know my son? Do you know my son, Parker Burgett?
No.
No? Oh, we got to meet him. He likes little kids. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Jacob Whaley is he's a sneaky player. I think people take a look at him and go, oh, I got this guy, but he's got a really good game. He did very well in the Pro Series skins. As we look at a 17-12, 18-12 lead now held by Brooks and Duncan. Josie Claire and Trevor Easterling up 8-2 over Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin. The Hertz have extended their lead over Lesh and Jones, 13-6.
And then you got CJ Slugance and
Slugance?
and Johnny Lang,
All right,
0
you've got
over
some
the
homework.
Gammons.
I'm going to give you a homework assignment tonight.
2.
That's all right.
Learn the last name.
Philip and those guys called him Slugger Nuts the other night during the draft, so I guess that's a nickname he's earned. Slugance.
Slugance. No, I said Slugance.
Yes.
Okay. Slugance.
All right, so 18-12. Brooks and Duncan over the Williamses. Boy, I'll tell you, Tammy comes in so low. She does front board a few, but you'd think as low and hot as she comes in, it might happen more often.
Got Willie Johns and Austin Thompson. 10 over Antonio Cole and Jalen Bakersfield. They at Baskerville. They don't make it easy. I'm just saying.
We don't have nearly enough John Does and Dave Smiths in this.
I know.
In
What's
this
up with the last names? They're not easy.
Oh, just stacking them up. Just stacking them up is Tammy Williams.
Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong are about to take on Marty Thompson and Jace Thompson.
That's a fun team. Fergie and Armstrong.
He's
Parker.
fun either way.
Parker Burgett and Ace Rogers up 2-1 right now over Chase Puckett, Megan Puckett. Take a little timeout. Who was your buddy that you saw yesterday, first thing when you came in here, who you played with last year?
Tucker.
Oh, yeah, Tucker, yeah. Callahar? Tucker Callahar?
Oh, no, his surname.
His last name, yeah, his surname. Tucker Callahar. There's mom and dad over there. She's listening to you on the stream. You better say hi to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Let us know if there's any scores that you're wanting to know so we can look them up for you.
Yeah, Caleb and Isaac have jumped out and taken out Gavin Lesh and Richard Jones 21-6.
And that's a good team.
Yep. And so the winner of Josie Clare and Trevor Easterling versus Carl Stenger and Kevin Irwin will face off against the Hertz next. Irwin and Stenger up 12-11 right now. Parker and Ace down 5-2 to Team Puckett for the moment, but they had to come back in that last game against, Posey and Urig. So it ain't over till it's over. Tanner Miller and Tanner Westfall up 10-1 over Alex McDonald and Riker Wells. Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon, that's a formidable team as well. 6-2 now over Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubb.
And that's a good game coming up. Chad Jackson and Kim Dice with Drew and Tom.
Yeah, this game just wrapped up. Tammy Williams.
Are we going to get the Mississippi
Junior women's
Ninja?
Down 21-12. And here they come. Nick Gardner and Philip Barnett making their way to center court. Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter. We held this game just so we could get the Ninja on center court. You recognize that guy, right? You recognize Philip. Here he is with his elite bags. Got his cocktail in hand, his phone in the other. Going to go grab those elite bags. Yeah, there it is. Go get them, baby. Go get them.
All right, we've got Jamie Close and Nicholas Close, 15-4 against John Scott and Amory Scott. That's right?
Well, Scott, if you're
Questioning
getting,
everything
if you're getting
now.
Scott wrong, maybe you should just stick to first names and then everybody can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, we got Devin Holloway and Hunter against Mason, Higgins, and Cody, 17-20, Devin and Hunter. Maybe I just don't have to say their last names. People figure it out.
Well, yeah. Parker Burgett and Ace Rogers up 7-5 over Team Puckett.
Sean Scott and Daniel Todd just won 21-20 over David Haskins and Daniel Jacob. That would have been a good game.
Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin up 4-0 over Lee Chambers and Zach Dawson. I'll tell you what, though, I got to hand it to, I think the best hat game going so far today belongs to Nick Gardner here on center court. That is quite the bucket. How'd you like a hat like that?
That is a bucket hat. What does it say? I don't even know.
I don't know. It makes him
It's got a lot of things around
bucket head.
To jump on those sponsors when you get a hat like that, you can put all kinds of stuff on it. Make you some money.
It clearly isn't Great Clips.
What's up, Douglas Parker? What you doing?
Yeah, come on, Douglas Parker. I need you to show out this weekend. I've got you in my draft team.
Yeah,
Picked my 5. Look at that. Showing off during the warm-ups. The Mississippi Ninja throwing an airmail, turning around, walking away before it even hit the hole. Watch him go.
How do you get his name? The Mississippi Ninja.
I gave it to him. I thought there was nothing.
Sneaky?
I said, when someone looks at this guy, what are they going to think? And I said, when he opens his mouth and starts talking. And so we just picked Mississippi so you knew what was coming. And then the Ninja, he can be very sneaky, yes. It shows up when you least expect it.
You're on the big screen.
There he is.
What's up, Jax? see what we got. We got Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin 4-2 against Lee Chambers and Zach Dawson. Scotty Ball and Dustin Arendt 3 over River Green and Ben Barron 0.
Russell Tabers and Jerry Stallions up 8-4 over Travis Van Sickle and Michael Chittenden.
Parker Burgett, Ace Rogers 12 over the Pucketts 5.
13-2 is what separates Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas from Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubb.
It's a big lead.
We are about to get underway here on center court. Again, ACO doubles, World's 19, Owensboro, Kentucky. Do you like Owensboro, Toby?
Yes.
Yep. You had a good time?
Yeah. Today we had a tour.
You had a tour?
Yeah.
What kind of tour?
Like one of those tram thingies.
Trampolines.
Well, tram.
The trolleys?
Oh, did you get on one of a trolley? No.
Well,
No.
do you mean a trolley? What do you mean by a trolley?
I don't know. You guys, when
like
you
a
guys,
bus.
well, when you say trolley, it's different than when we say trolley.
Right.
So, but
Okay.
how was your tour? What did you see?
Oh, that was a nice cut bag there.
Just a bunch of restaurants.
A bunch of restaurants. Oh, did you go up and down the main street here?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Well, we're gonna go out and get some good old American
It goes
barbecue
right off the back.
set up for you
Push
guys. And that's gonna be a.
I want to say that was a wash, though, because both of them threw one off the back.
No, I was gonna say I think it's a 3-spot. Yeah, it's a 9-on-6.
Oh.
So
he
a
must have had 2
3-spot.
off the back.
So Barnett and Gardner take the early lead.
Russell Tapers and Jerry Stallions is 10-10 against Travis Van Sickle and Michael Chittenden. 10.
I'm gonna get you
Tied.
I'm gonna get you some flashcards.
I feel like you're probably skipping the hard names and making me say the
I am.
hard names.
I would like to. I'll
purpose.
stick with Mike Doan and Richard Jones if you don't mind. That score. They're
Parker
down-
Burgett, Ace Rogers 16 over the Pucketts.
See, you're still mispronouncing
6.
Parker's last name.
That is my last name.
13-12, Michael Lucas Jr. A pair of Michaels on that court, actually. 3 out of 4, actually. Up over Mike Doan and Richard Jones. Oh, boy, and there's a
Nice
ugly bag
little
from Matt Ledbetter to start the
off the
frame.
board.
And I have a feeling, we'll find out from Philip here, but I think these center court boards are really still playing pretty tacky.
Yeah.
Do you like throwing a slick bag or a stickier bag?
Stick.
Stick?
Stickier.
You like
Me
to stick
too.
it? Yeah.
Me too. Because mine just, fly everywhere. But if I can get something that just sticks to the board, like that has suede
Stays
on
on
it,
there, yeah, it's
I
nice.
have a better shot.
It's nice. All
Come-
right. That's going to be a 9-on-6 there, and that should even
If I
things
played.
out.
If I played.
Because I get it so hard, and when I hit the board, it'll just fly like to the side or over the hole.
Yeah.
And
Mine flies
just-
over the hole all the time.
I just want it to stick down when it touches the board.
Yeah. I know. I want it to just stick down, too, when it touches the board.
I just want to hit the board.
Right.
Even if
Or
it
that.
flies off, I just want to have hit it, period.
My big 2 SPR I got going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
How have you not even scored an airmail in your life before?
Now, have I ever scored an airmail?
Have you ever scored an airmail?
I've thrown maybe 3 intentional airmails my entire life. There's about 5 or 6 that should have been that bounced off the back, and then every once in a while I surprised myself with one.
You said you've never got one.
Well, I might have been exaggerating. I might have gotten 2, maybe 3.
Well, I've got about 11.
You've got
That's
11
good.
airmails?
That's good.
All right, you're fired. You're
We got
you're already better than I am. How old are
Daryl
you?
Macon and Johnny Thompson, 17 over Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubbs. Michael Doan and, that's probably not right, Richard Jones, 12. There's 2 Richard Jones
There's thousands of Richard Joneses.
here playing right now.
Oh,
There are.
quite possibly.
No, there are. I just realized that. Yeah, because Gavin Leach's partner is Richard Jones.
Yeah.
Or is it the same person and he's getting to play twice?
He's very fast. He's very fast. He's playing 2 games at once in doubles. So 5-on-3 remains the score. The first Bag flipping around in the right paw of the Mississippi Ninja as he awaits Matt Arsenal's delivery of his first bag.
Craig
Little
Irvin and
blocker.
Tyler Amos is 15 over 4 to Lee Chambers and Zach Dawson. Parker Burgett is 20 with ace over the Puckett's 8. Let's go!
So 20 on 8.
9. They just got another one.
20 on 9. All right, nice bag there from left to right from Arsenal. Oh, nice. The Ninja comes in and says, I'll see your sneaky 9 o'clock entryway, and he does it again. Nice finish there. It's going to be a 10 on 8. And that will tie things up.
There you are.
Are your friends watching back at the pub, do you think?
I don't know, but
Make sure to share our live so others can see it.
Yeah, around the world.
we do think there is some people at my house watching it.
Watching, yeah.
Just hit that arrow on the
Well, you-
bottom and share it.
Yep, and also if you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you
Subscribe.
smash that subscribe button, as they say.
Yep.
We should do a TikTok. We should have a TikTok too.
No, I'm sure we do.
We should have one.
You should run it.
I can't even run my own TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't understand these kids' social medias these days.
I'll tell you
to be
what,
honest.
you need to take a class on HIP like I did.
I was really good at
10 on 10.
MySpace. I was really
MySpace.
good at MySpace. And then Facebook came around and it just messed me all up.
Game's taking
Josie Claire and
Quite
Trevor
some
Easterlin
time.
lost 17 to 21 against Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin. And the Puckets are trying to make a comeback against Parker Burgett and Ace 20 to 11. Alex McDonald and Riker Wells is 12 against Tanner Williams and Tanner Westfall.
yeah, Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin up 18 to 4 on Lee Chambers and Zach Dawson. And this one's knotted at 5 here on center court.
Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas are 20 against Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubb.
Washington there keeps it at 5 on 5. Did you realize you were going to be over here for this long on this game? It's a long game.
I know.
Anybody you want to say hello to back home?
Alfie,
Alfie.
Alfie.
Yeah,
my brother,
What's up, Alfie?
right on.
Bobby and Isla.
You got a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah, he
good.
does. April Clemens.
No.
No, he said no.
April's your girlfriend. You know it.
She's not.
Yes, she is.
She's not.
She's not.
Well, you ask her, she is.
What is this doing?
I'll tell you what. These guys are matching each other bag for better or worse. It looks like finally somebody's going to change things up here a little bit.
Chad Jackson and Kim Dice are 1 over Drew Wakey and Tom
Gustafson.
I'm going to just take out the F.
An 8 on 6
7.
gives the Mats a 7 on 5 advantage. Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter in the red lane. Nick Gardner and Philip Barnett, the higher seed in the blue lane. That's an 18 seed playing a 50 seed right now in bracket A. 2 brackets working here. You're watching either this feed on the Facebook feed for the ACO Center Court, or you could be watching the feed from ACO Center Court 1 with the CBC boys. I think Dylan and Bill have been covering early tier play earlier this morning and now into the main
Got a tied ball game against
brackets.
CJ Slugantz and
Okay.
Johnny Lang, Todd Gammon and Matt Gammon, 2020. Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong got 14 against Marty Thompson and Jace Thompson's 15. Another good game.
Yep, and this game is knotted at 7 right now, and the winners will take on Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin for their trouble. Any thoughts or questions about this game, Tobes? No?
Just intense. Because look at the score. Every time it's the same.
What, tied up?
Yeah.
It is pretty intense to be sure. That's how it goes. We had some great games here on center court all week long, no matter what the division. And there was a game I think like no one's ever seen here yesterday. You know Isaac Hurt, right?
Yeah.
You remember Isaac?
Yeah.
He threw 59 out of 60 bags. Am I right on that?
Yes.
59 out of 60. He threw an 11.87 out of a possible 12 PPR, and I feel bad for Bryce Jefferson because
Yes.
Bryce threw a
They won.
10.33 and got beaten 21-0 in the juniors final. So congratulations to Isaac Hurt. Tony Pena took down Johnny Thomas for the seniors championship. Maggie Geiger double dipped Amber Fretwell to take the women's championship. So she'll be our world champion for the coming year. Is Maggie? She's also the co-ed team of the year with her father Wayne Rao. So Maggie double dipping on the awards this year as well.
Parker Burgett and Ace just won against the Pucketts. Whoop, whoop. I do love the Pucketts, though. I do. They're a great team. You got this, Phil. Phil's getting a little frustrated with himself.
Well,
Needs to take a little swig and get back in there. He needs a Fergie sock. That's what he needs. He needs something in his sock like
I
Fergie.
think that's what it is, yeah.
Surprises.
Fergie doesn't need something in his sock. He needs his sock in something sometimes. Well, at least it's not 7-7 anymore. Now it's 8-8.
Yeah, this is a long game. What round are we on? Do you know?
Yeah, I have no idea.
This is a long one.
I wonder where Tucker is.
I don't know where Tucker is. I don't know if he's up playing
Round
in the
13.
if he's up playing in the tailgater, maybe upstairs. He might have gone swimming. Who knows?
He probably didn't. Because I think he probably got his own house.
Oh.
Oh, does he
Probably.
live around here?
I don't
Oh,
think so.
nice finish
But
there from
He
Matt
might,
Ledbetter.
You might.
but like he may have just rented a house.
Oh, they're staying in a house, so they're maybe at an Airbnb versus a hotel. I see. So
yeah,
if-
we're staying in Airbnb.
If Tucker is listening or watching, buddy, there's somebody here who's ready to go shoulder to shoulder with you and take you on as this game continues to be a deliberate one, although Philip Barnett and Nick Gardner have jumped out to I say jumped out to a substantial lead based on what we've been watching, 12-8.
Yep.
Playing
The camera guy. He was not liked yesterday in the women's division. That was so funny.
pretty dirty board sitting up here. Phil goes up and over. Nice airmail there, as if to say, grrr.
Good evening from Cornwall in the UK. There's the wizard.
There's the wizard.
He's back.
You know John Wishart?
No.
Wishart? He earned the nickname Wizard last night, and I think it's going to stick.
Stephen wants to know, why did Bear Paw not play seniors?
Because he's not in seniors in the division. He's not old enough.
Oh,
He's not there yet.
there you go, Stephen.
And you know how I know that?
I would not have guessed that.
You know how? That's because I've gotten it wrong twice. I said, "How did you do in seniors?" He's like, "I don't know. I wasn't in seniors." Oh man, look at this! You're going to be in the highlight reel, buddy. Come on, give him a little something, something.
What's the age for seniors?
50, I think, or 55. 55.
55. Okay.
That's right, because I aged into seniors, but still have yet to play in a seniors match.
What
And I-
time is it there, John?
That should be 6 o'clock.
The morning?
PM.
Like 6, oh, PM.
It's in the UK. It's not on the moon. It's 5 hours.
I didn't say I excelled at.
Time zones.
School.
At school. Nice.
I couldn't think of a good subject because none of them were good. That's why I'm in broadcasting.
Uh-huh.
You don't got to be smart.
I appreciate that, as I've dedicated my entire life to it. Thank you so much. Well, I'll tell you what. There have been some really good bags and some really ugly bags during this match.
Yeah, we all thought he was, Stephen.
Doing a lot of crazy math here, but that's going to be a 5 spot to the Mats. They're going to increase their lead now. Or no, yeah, they're going to. I'm sorry, I thought they were on the top. They just picked up and took the lead now, 14-12.
Let's see what we got going on here. Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster are actually losing to Devin Holloway and Hunter Person.
7P in the UK. Oh,
He's going to knock that whole thing over. We've got Chad Jackson and Kim Dice at 8, and Drew Wakey and Tom Gustafson at 17.
Sorry, I was trying to hold. I was trying to hold everything down here because we good. You just keep working on that,
Still
Gustafson.
right.
There's a small earthquake. I don't know if anybody else in Owensboro noticed it, but
Here? Oh. Thought you were for real.
I'm having too much fun for it to be this early in the day.
Oh, Ninja, keeping it interesting.
14 on 12, 14 on 13. Nobody seems to want to take this game and run with it, allowing the other team to get back in it every single time.
We got Caleb Hurt and Isaac Hurt up next with Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin. And then Parker and Ace are going to be playing Alex McDonald and Riker Wells. And Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon are playing Michael Lucas and Michael. Where is? Okay, Dings. Dingus. Yeah, Dingus. That sounds better.
Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin await the
winner of this game.
Winner of this match right here, which will hopefully happen sometime before sundown.
Riley Brewster and Caleb Rogers has pulled in a little bit closer, 16-15 against Devin Holloway and Hunter.
What's the score of the Mike Lucas Jr. game? That's the one you just gave, wasn't it? Isn't he playing with
Mason Higgins and Cody Pierce just won against Clint Sutton and Junior Roberts, 21-5.
Yeah, Michael Lucas Jr. and his partner, Mike Dingus, they just advanced to the next round, 21-16 over Mike Doan and Richard Jones. So they'll take on Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas for their trouble.
Taking a pause here to look at this monkey mess. It is
all thank goodness. A
timeout
timeout's exactly what this game needed.
Yeah. Yes.
Who was it that said, hey, we should have Philip on center court? Who was
idea.
that? Do you remember who that was? Was it me?
It was you.
Good crowd gathered around, though.
Yeah.
Both center courts have been buzzing with activity and good fan bases built around. Yeah, he told me he just wanted you to bump into it. Tallying it up, getting their score magic loaded in. That's an 8 on 6, so that puts 2 more in the pocket.
Philip rocking the elite jersey and yellow shorts.
For Matt and Matt, 16-15 now. Yeah, somebody color coordinated my man today.
That's good. Matches.
Thoughts on anything here, Toby? Or did you take a short nap during this game?
No.
No.
Drew and Tom are up 19-14 against Chad Jackson and Kim Dice. That's a good game. We still got Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster have now taken the lead, 17-15 against Devin and Hunter. The Hope Sayings are at 4, with Doug McClure and Kim Cullibor at 10.
Kim, who?
Jim. Did I say Kim?
Kim.
Somebody give me a shot.
I tell you what, I'm going to give you a deck of cards. You do play a little solitaire and then get back to me here when you've had some coffee.
Oh, my gosh.
20-5 now, or 20-15. God, now you're leaking into my head. 20-15.
I know. See?
Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter trying to take
p.m.
Nick Gardner and Philip Barnett down here on center court.
7 p.m. UK time.
Yep, I forgot they jumped into daylight savings and bumped it. I think that's going to do it. I don't know if Nick is going to be able to salvage this. I saw Tater. He's coming in hot and hard and up and over the top, and he didn't do it. And that's going to be it. That's going to give the win here on center court to Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter as they post their final scores, get everything loaded up. 21-15 is how it's going to go. And that bumps these boys down to the losers bracket. Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter will continue on, and they will face off against Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin. We'll find out where that match is going to go. We'll keep you up to date as well. Russell Tabers, Jerry Stallions, and Scotty Ball and Dustin Arand are getting ready to go against one another. Macon and Thomas against Lucas Jr. and Dingus, so that's going to be a good match right there. We'll get as many of these between Center Court 1 and Center Court 2, hosted by CBC, and we'll keep you posted. Caleb and Isaac Hurt getting ready to roll. Carl Stenger and Kevin Irwin, their opponents in this next match. So we'll see who ends up rolling out here. Toby, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. We're going to, once these guys get back over here, you and I are going to go out, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of American barbecue. How's that?
Good.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. I'll see you over there in a minute. All right? Cheers.
Cutie. He's such a cutie.
All right.
Here comes my cutie. Good job. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. That's Parker.
You think if anybody would know better, if anybody would know better. Oh man, I'll tell you what, your partner's partner was not playing well. No. Oh goodness. All right, so we're gonna move along. Let's see. What are we taking this game here? Are we gonna Tyler? Yeah, didn't want to hear y'all's conversation.
Caleb and Riley just won their game, 17-21 against Devin Holloway and Hunter Person.
Doug McClure, Jim Culver up 10-5.
So McClure.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me. You haven't told me.
I didn't know.
You just like to see me say
I just want to hear. I want to hear your version of it. You've
heard it.
But when you say it makes it sound like we have twice as many players in the ACO.
McClough.
So our membership has doubled.
Yes.
Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler down 13-10 to Greg Newton and Sean Carter. I don't know if any of these names mean anything to anybody in particular listening, but if you have a score you're looking for, let us know. Daniel Lilly, Love and Toby on the comms, the future of broadcasting. There he is. He's over there revisiting now. He's a good kid, man. I'll tell you something. He is just
got Drew and Tom
super
at 20
fun.
with Chad and Kim at 14. That game is getting closer. Two great teams. This is going to be a good matchup right here as well. Got Lane McCullum and Hollywood Page coming up against James Close and Nicholas Close. Who was our two-tier winner? Was it Devin Thompson?
In doubles?
No.
Tier
singles.
2 singles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that result.
And Nicholas Close?
I thought he said Darty. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I'll look back into the, let's see. This is bracket A. Singles tier 2. See if I can find something here for you. Having some connectivity
Drew
issues
and
as well.
Tom have won against Chad Jackson and Kim Dice.
ACO bracket A, singles tier 2. Hayden Fridley over Aaron Hill, 21-20. Bracket B. Let's see if I can find out.
Maybe they didn't play the championship yet.
I don't know. Yeah. ACO
I know it's down to 2.
Hang on. Singles tier 2. That's where I want to go. That
Chase Puckett and Megan Puckett are 19 over Zach Purdue and Keaton Brown, 14. Got Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubbs, 15 over Chad Cox and Jeff Lewis, 2. Bob Heil and Charlie Case, 9 over Travis Van Sickle and Michael Chittenden. I still didn't get that one right.
Chittenden? No, you got that right.
Okay, Chittenden, 10.
So the singles tier 2 final 4 came down to Matthew Davis, Hayden Fridley, and then Fridley won to move on. And Devin Thompson and Nick Close. Thompson beat Close 21-14.
Okay.
And then Thompson went on to win over Hayden Fridley 21-0.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
Thompson.
so you were right. Nicholas Close was 21-12 over Matthew Davis. Yeah, we saw that out here. That was happening out here before we went live with the doubles brackets.
I'm surprised both of them were even in Tier 2. That should just show you how much competition we have because, wow.
Crazy. Yeah, Earl said, I thought it was 50 for seniors. Didn't you and Frank talk about silver sliders for next season with a 50 to 59 group? And Earl, that is what's going to happen. There's going to be silver slider is going to be a whole different ball game, or bag game, I should say. There'll be a 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, and then an 80 plus for those who want to play. And one of the ideas behind that was also to get involved with the AAU so that we could create a competition where younger kids can come in and start playing like they do in other sports through the AAU. But some of the seniors that want to come in and play, you might be able to have kids playing with their grandparents.
Yeah, that would be
Not just with
nice.
their folks, but with their grandparents. So that could be kind of fun. So silver slider is something there will be more information coming about down the line, and we will keep you posted. But the seniors division is 55. Shiggity shwove.
All right, the Puckets just won their game. It flashed across my thing. There's certain people I have like following, like I'm following
Stalking?
a lot of.
Did you hit the stalker
that too.
button?
That too.
Tammy says, I miss playing. We miss you playing, Tammy.
Come on. We got a tied ball game 10 with the host Saints and Doug McClure and Jim Culver.
All right. How did Drew Waking do? He's still in the mix?
Yeah, they're still in.
Yep. But
Gotta
he and
find
Gus,
'em.
he and
They
Tom
won against Tom and Kim just now.
over Ken Goodhue. Oops. I don't want to screw up their bracket there. Hang on as I search around. This game's underway with
No,
a
Drew and Tom just won against Chad Jackson and Kim Dice.
early lead here for the Mississippi Ninja, who continues here on center court with Nick Gardner. Todd Smoot and Randy Peters throwing for Angry Panda.
Got Caleb Hurt and Isaac Hurt 12-0 over Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin. Is Trevor Easterling and Braden Easterling related?
That's a good question. I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes.
Because they're playing each other. Zach and Braden 20 over Josie Claire and Trevor Easterling 3.
And Jordan was asking about Drew Waking and Gustafson are getting ready to square off against Eric Hoppenjohns and
That's
Rob
a hard name.
Tustin. Hoppenjohns?
Hoppenjohns.
Yeah. I'm going to get you hooked on phonics before this is all said and done.
Hoppenjohns.
The Caleb Hurt, Isaac Hurt team of the season up 14-0 over Carl Stinger and Kevin Irwin. For those who are looking into that, Parker Burgett and Ace Rogers still waiting to tee off against Alex
Burgett?
McDonald and Riker Wells.
We'll get you hooked on phonics.
Huh?
Burgett.
I'm never saying it right. Every time I say it, you say it's the other way.
Jit.
Burgett.
Jit.
Burgett.
Like,
Well, shouldn't that be G-I-T-T?
like S-H-I-T, Burgett. I didn't say it,
Burgett.
but that's how you can think of it.
Burgett. Well,
It
you should
rhymes
spell
with
it.
it.
Then you should spell it that way.
Burgett.
Burgett.
You tell my husband that.
I will.
We'll just change to my
I'm gonna
last
tell
name.
him. I'm gonna tell him to go do that 23andMe and go all the way back in that family tree and fix the pronunciation of your last name.
The Hertz just won their game 21-0.
Yes, they did. And the winner of Parker and Ace's match will face those boys
Oh, gosh.
as they work their way through Bracket A. I haven't seen any of the results out of Bracket B. Do you have those handy?
Yes, I can pull them up right now. All right, so we've got Sebastian Barger and Gary Bear Paul 0 up against Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong 8. It's a little bit of a shocker. And you got Willie Johns and Austin Thompson up against Aaron Lambert and Jimmy Nair 2-0, Willie and Austin. Got Steve Smith and TJ Miller beat Nate Stevens and Cody Brewer 21-0.
Wow.
That's on your. Do you have Nate Stevens to win the whole thing?
I do.
You do. You better go give him a massage or something.
I need to get him get his head straight here. Speaking of which, it looks like Philip Barnett and Nick Gardner have screwed theirs on. Up 10-2 over Todd Smoot and Randy
Very
Peters.
nice. We got Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rao against waiting for Wes Livingston and Zach Mitchell. So they're waiting for that game to start. And then you got Cecil Hurt, hit kicks, Lord. Andre Lane, and whoa, that's a big name. Daniel Kowinski. Lordy B.
Done helping.
Sorry.
All right, so Nick Gardner in his bucket hat launches bag number 2 right up the middle.
That guy, Co. Give him a nickname. Tommy Hewick and Robert Cooksley won 21-13 over Stephen Hayes and Ricky Dennis.
I'm going to try to run through that and clean everything up, and he misses. All right, that's going to be a couple more for the Mississippi Ninja and his partner, Nick Gardner.
This game's going to go a lot faster.
I take that back. Those 2 went to Todd and Randy. My bad. I apologize, fellas. I just robbed you of 2 points, 18 on 4. Phil's got a little bit of the yips moving to the left. Take that one. Wait for it to trickle down. It's nicely done, right to left. Take the center. He says, can I get it? He's asking Nick. He says, you got about an 1.5 inches in there showing if he wants to go try to grab it. He says, I'll just take what's given to me. So I think that's going to do it.
Nice game, guys.
Well done. Taters exchanged, and the team of Gardner and Barnett will work their way back and take on the winner of Goodhue and Heading versus who are up 16-4 over Chambers and Dawson.
Got Sean Priest and Chavis Jordan 16-16 against Nick Sample and Matthew Hill. This is in the other bracket, bracket B.
Good to see Danny Rich checking in, buddy. We miss your face. He says he'll be back in season 20. Go Vols.
Go Vols. I'm not even going to
Look, you got people
anything
in the comments now helping you.
Oh,
Kohenski.
thanks.
You don't remember, he was in the Pro Series skins last night, I think.
Me? Oh, sure.
Jason Highfield.
Somebody's
and
asking me
Devin
for their
Thompson.
autograph.
How about
That means I'm a big deal.
He was just told to run around until that pen runs out of ink. Chase and Megan Puckett, zeros with Tanner Miller and Tanner Westfall. Let me see if I can find that Highfield Devin Thompson. I'm not sure which bracket they are in, but I'll see what I can find for you. Let's see, run around down here. It's like a little treasure hunt as we work our way through here. There's Bob Heil out there chatting up Philip Barnett.
What the heck? Alex McDonald and Riker Wells just beat Parker and Ace 21-0.
What?
That's what I'm saying. What just happened?
Well, that just bounces them down into the consolation bracket, so they get a little extra work to do. A couple games that have to be played before they get there.
Got Caleb Hurt and Isaac Hurt playing Alex McDonald and Riker Wells.
Nick and Phillip are going to be taking on the, as I mentioned, the winner of the Goodhue Heading. Is it Heading or Heating? I'll go back and forth so that I'm right half the time. Lee Chambers and Zach Dawson. That's a 17-6 match right now. So got a couple minutes to relax and gather your head. Charlie Case and Bob Heil getting ready to take on River Green and Ben Barron here on center court. Again, welcome to Owensboro, Kentucky. Back-to-back world championships for the American Cornhole Organization. Championships season 19 as we're staring down the barrel of a landmark season 20. A save the date posting was put out there for 30-plus majors, more to be added for season 20. A couple of new cities in there, a bigger presence toward the middle of the country as well, around Texas and up through there and on the West Coast. So looking forward to exploring new cities there as well. If you're looking to get involved in cornhole on any level, social or otherwise, find a certified official in your area, just go to AmericanCornhole.com. Everything's there. Anything you need, the official rules, the setups, the board builds, find a bag manufacturer for yourself, how to play skins, what a frame game is, all of it, anything and everything that has to do with cornhole. A call came out of the frontal lobe of Mr. Frank Gears beginning back in 2005 as we head in, like I said, to season 20. And welcome back to Center Court in Owensboro, Kentucky.
And I'm Steffi B, bringing you all the scores and action from the both sides of the bracket, A and B, and messing up every last name that I possibly can. So that's me. True story.
And you want to know why we went with Steffi B?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It works.
Yeah. Anything coming back to Buffalo, New York? Yes, sir, Mike. We will be back in Buffalo, and I believe we will be back at Riverworks, which was a great facility there right on the river. And it was where we launched for the first time ever our ACO adaptive cornhole, which is going to be a big part of season 20 and beyond. We're going to have, I think, adaptive cornhole. Let's see, is that today? I think that's going to be later on today here on Center Court. We're going to have a couple of games to see if we can't crown an adaptive cornhole champion here at a World's 19. Charlie Case and Bob Heil, you may be able to tell, throw for Lucky's, Charlie's company, his bag company.
River Green and Ben Barron on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Running out of the red lane. So Drew Waking and Tom Gustafson are down 3-0. Eric Hoppenjohns and Rob Tustin. Hollywood Page, Lane McMullen getting ready to take on Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster. It's going to be a good match right there. Tyler Amos down 3-2 with his partner Craig Irvin against the Mats, Matt Arsenault and Ledbetter.
We've got Willie Johns and Austin Thompson, 16-13 against Aaron Lambert and Jimmy Nair. Maggie Geiger and Wayne are about to take on Wes Livingston and Zach Mitchell. We've got Christopher Sears and Daniel Buchanan, 20 against Adam Alexandro and William Thompson, 14. Jacob Garner and Spencer Garner at 5 against Steve Hayes and Ricky Dennis.
What was that, 5-0? What was the score?
Of which one?
The Garners, you said they had 5?
5-14.
Oh, 14-5, okay.
Yeah, they only have 5.
Mike Beach, yeah, looking to get into ACO. We'd love for you to. We'd love to expand the base up in the New York, New Jersey, that whole northeastern portion of the country. Really looking to build some new CO base up there. You're looking into it. You want to find out how to do that, make sure you check out AmericanCornhole.com. We'd love to see you in Buffalo when we head back that way for season 20.
Got TJ Miller and Steve Smith are 2 against Chip Brown and Ashley Valencia, 0. Keegan Bumpkus and Chris Truitt, 0 against, Lord, Scott Stoffergen.
David I say Stoffergen and nobody's stopped me yet.
Stoffergen. Steve Vines and Chris Carpenter, 16 against Tom Fulton and Justin DeBruzen. Let's see what we got down here. McKenna Blue and Mackenzie Kopp against 14 against Gary and Jacob Coleman, 3. Roig.
Why don't we look? Let's pay attention to the game we're looking at. How about that?
Hey, I'm just bringing some scores now.
No, not really.
Just not the right last names.
I don't know if you're doing anybody any favors here because they're not even sure you're telling them who it is they're asking you about. All right, so Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin are knotted at 8 with Matt Arsenault and Ledbetter. But here on Center Court, Team Lucky's got a little work to do, down 5-0 to River Green and Ben Barron thrown out of the red lane. Heil lofts one up and
that was going to be short.
Leaves it shy. Charlie Case has an interesting delivery stance. Everything about his movement is very straight-legged. Even when he goes to pick up the bags, he's
Yeah,
got a
it
very
is.
straight-legged everything. He's not exactly dialed in the way he'd like to be. And I will say I appreciate you guys using the exact same bags, apparently, because other than the fact that I know Charlie threw that one and didn't like where it went, or that one for that matter either.
Another hard name. Brandon Earls and Darren Zastros about to take on Jonathan Nell and Zach Rodmere.
9-0 right now. River Green and Red Baron. Ben Barron in the red lane over Bob Heil and Charlie Case. Heil's going to have to get some work done here on his end of the court. Charlie gave up a couple.
Oh, nice push through there. Got Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong are taking on Willie Johns and Austin Thompson.
Thomason?
Yeah, there you go. Jamming to these tunes out here. Got Jacob Garner and Spencer Garner 11, and Steve Hayes and Ricky Dennis 18. Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rao 4 against Wes Livingston and Zach Mitchell 8.
Charlie kind of bunching things up at 3 o'clock. He's going to have to work his way around. That one always going to go up and over. He's able to.
Pushed one in.
I can't tell if he's happy or not happy about that one, but
I saw one fall. I just couldn't see which one.
I think a couple of them did, but that's going to take it to 12-0. So while Charlie, I think, was very close to what he wanted to do, clearly not able to crack the egg. I'm surprised he's able to. A lot of them wear earbuds, but the wired earbuds, I'm surprised he's able to put. It seems like that would be a bit of a distraction. That's one off the.
You don't see
one
that.
of the many faces of Bob Heil staring up at the ceiling, but you know what? He was done a favor there by River Green, joining him on the backside. Nice bag right there from Bob.
Nice.
River sneaks around. And Bob sinks one down below. So
He's happy about that.
yep,
Ben's like,
Little-
whoop, whoop.
a little more enthusiasm here now
We like
Within-
the enthusiasm.
within this game. So how about that? A 5 spot there for Bob and Charlie. Now they're back in this game.
Tied up is 8-8. Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rao and Wes Livingston and Zach Mitchell. And they're in the top bracket, by the way. Winner bracket. We got 14-0, Steve Smith and TJ Miller and Chip Brown and Ashley Valencia.
Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter up 11-8 over Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin. Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas knotted at 15 with Michael Lucas Jr., Michael Dingus.
Wow. Oh, nice. Good push.
All right, so
Got his fan club in the back giving all high fives for that push.
12-2 it remains. So no, 14-2. It bounces to 14-2. It's fast-paced and as many pretty remarkable shots as we saw yesterday. We were seeing almost the exact opposite today. A
Right.
much slower pace and a lot of questionable shot making.
Right.
It's just a big old pile of nothing, and Bob wants to go down and talk to
Check it
Charlie
out.
about what that is, how much real estate he's got. He's got the capability of getting it around there, but I don't know that
It
anything
just
else.
ain't going.
I don't think anything else is going to go. That is a pretty massive stack.
Willie Johns and Austin Thompson took an early
Thomason.
lead. Might I still not saying Thomas Robinson?
Thomason.
I'm putting a P in there.
Austin Thomason.
There's so many Thompsons that I'm putting a P in there. Thomason.
Thomason.
5-0 against Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong, and that's in the winning bracket. TJ Miller and Steve Smith 14-4 over Chip Brown and Ashley Valencia.
Drew Wakening and Tom Gustafson up 17-6 over Hoppin Johns and Tustin. Charlie toes the line, stacks one up in front.
Definitely has a signature throw for sure, how he holds himself.
Ben's not really getting fancy. They're just happy to play pile up. Oh, he's going to go up and try to grab one. I think he got one. Maybe.
They might have.
I don't.
One of each,
No,
though.
there's one
Well,
off
one
the
off the
back
back.
from Ben. Wants to know, should I run through it, or should I go up? He said, yeah. He says, take the time out and come decide for yourself. I don't think Bob Heil wants that kind of pressure.
No, I would just say lay up on that. How things have been going, just lay it up. Just put it on the board.
Thacker and Jones went 0-2, says John Jones. Go ahead and fill in the score.
For which one?
John Jones was just filling in
Oh.
on how he did today, 0-2. So that makes him free to comment on Facebook for the rest of the afternoon. But there's plenty of cornhole to be played upstairs in the Tailgaters, should you be so inclined, here in Owensboro, Kentucky, the Convention Center. World Championships Cornhole 19, the American Cornhole Organization. Fit in the loudmouth for the ACO. Side by side with Steffi B as we continue to try to bring you up to date on scores from Bracket A and Bracket B here in doubles, as we've went live right at noon. So it's been about 90 minutes.
Yeah, we got Brandon Earls and Darren Zastro 4-8 against Jonathan Nell and Zach Bronmeyer.
Right on. Jonathan Nail, big night last night in the ACO
Yeah,
Skins.
he was.
Took down the championship and a nice paycheck home with him. Paid his way in, won his way out, as I like to say.
He says he spends his time coaching softball.
Who's that?
Jonathan Nell.
Nail? Oh, yeah.
Said he hadn't had time to practice because he's been coaching softball. I'm like, you didn't show it there.
He did all right last night. 15-5 right now on center court. River Green and Ben Barron holding a 10-point advantage over Bob Heil and Charlie Case, who at any moment you feel like they're going to have a breakout frame, but there haven't been a lot of breakout frames here on center court at all. That one broke out of the boundaries of the board. There from Ben. And there we are, just stacking it up again. Yep.
Like a train. Choo-choo.
These boards, I'd be very, because I guarantee you I'll get an honest assessment of the boards from Heil. Look at his face. I just feel like as much as we've seen these bags pile up, nice attempt to get it up and over, but off the back, and I think
8-4?
Yeah, I think that's 8 on 4. So is that going to put a smile on Bob's face?
Probably not. Keeps it cool. Gotta remain cool.
I would think that turning a 5 into a 9 would be enough, but you got a little work to do still. But I feel like this is the much better play here. These two tend to be running a little hotter at the hole and through, versus the way that
it is 18-8
Ben and
against Jonathan Nell and Zach Brodmeyer against Brandon Earls and Darren Zastro. 18-8. Jonathan and Zach have 18. Two great teams. Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong is 11 against Willie Johns and Austin Thomason, 13.
Yep, Drew Waking and Tom Gustafson just advanced over Eric Hoppin-Johns and Rob Tustin, 21-6. They will await the winner of Keith Horn, Dennis Wheeler, who are sitting on 10. Michael Hoaksang and Rich Hoaksang also at 10. So that'll be a good one. Waking, Gustafson, and whoever comes out of that match will be a good one.
Are we going to get the Hertz game after this?
I don't know. We'll
Alex Wells?
take a look at it. Alex
Riker
McDonald
Wilson,
and Riker Wells.
Close enough. I'm looking at bracket B right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother.
Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rouse, 17-12 against West Livingston and Zach
all four of the
Mitchell.
winners bracket playing games will be played here. I'm told.
I like it.
It's going to be a good one too. Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael Dingus, Scotty versus Scotty Ball and Dustin Arant. So that'll be a good one. Coming up, Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster slugging it out with Lane McMullen and Hollywood Page. 9-7 is the advantage for Rogers and Brewster.
Got Steve Smith and TJ Miller, 16 over Chip Brown and Ashley Valencia, 6.
Boy, this is a dogfight here. Gavin Lesh and Richard Jones just jumped up from a 17-17 tie to 19-17 over Zach Keir and Braden Easterling.
Oh, wow.
Chase and Megan Puckett down 16-14 to Tanner Miller and Tanner Westfall. There's one off the backside, one of the other faces of Bob Heil. This time he looked down. He didn't look up to talk to whoever it is that's coaching him from the ceiling. This time he looked down at his shoes.
That fist bump with the rolling of the eyes was great. It's like, just throw the bag.
Well, they have tightened it up, though, and they've taken the lead. 18, or no, I take that back. It was 16-15 Heil Case. It's 18-16 now.
Still
Green
leading.
and Barron, they've taken the lead back.
I feel like he plays horseshoes. Does he play horseshoes, how he stands?
Who, Charlie Case?
Yeah. That's
I
a
would
horseshoe
bet,
stance.
I bet he's thrown a horseshoe in his day.
A little bit of a social here.
I think that might be our first one
That might be.
since
Of
we
the
sat down.
morning. It is still 18-9. Brandon Earls and Darren Zastro. They have 9 against Jonathan Nell, our winner yesterday. Last night, Skins, Zach Braunmeyer is his partner.
Heil sneaks one in there around the 1 o'clock.
We got Brantley McClendon, 8 with Kenny Bolton against Gary Rorig and Jacob Coleman, 0.
Ken Goodhue and Matt Heating up 12-4 over Nick Gardner and Philip Barnett. Chris Bates and Demetrius Bell getting ready to go against Devin Holloway.
Nate Stevens and Cody Brewer, 15-0 against Todd Gammon and Matt Gammon. Putting something together now.
Devin Holloway and Hunter McCullough, that's a team we've been talking quite a bit about so far this morning. They had a
McCullough. Yeah, I was saying his name wrong.
who was?
I was. I said I was, for sure.
I was just confirming.
There's no doubt in that.
And the two Tanners just took down Chase and Megan Puckett, 21-14. So that will
Knock them out.
be the end of their campaign for doubles. Mick and Rick Hoaxang
Pushing them all through there.
tightening things up
Clean it up.
between he and Keith Horn, them and Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler. That was Horn and Wheeler up 16-14. Oh, Hal just circles the back side of the hole, but not. Oh, and it falls.
He got a chance. He just pushed his a lot closer. River did for him. Gave him a little. Oh,
Almost.
Dang.
A little whoop whoop from Charlie. I think there are a few people who have as much fun playing this game as Charlie Case.
I love that.
And
I love
it's
the
18-18. How many ties have we seen so far on center court today, just since
A lot, but
things got underway at noon?
it's still 18-9. Brandon Earls and Zastro.
Oh.
Is something wrong with my phone? Probably.
I'm watching this game.
1, 2, 3. They have washed 6 times.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah. It's another dogfight. I'll tell you what,
That
this bracket, both of these brackets have been grinding all morning. Anyone besides me yearning for the speed of yesterday's play?
That was quick. Those kids. Whew.
I'll tell you, everybody. I mean, we had quick seniors play, and Tony Pena, congratulations to him. I know Johnny Thomas wasn't happy with the result yesterday, but more so just with the way he played. But I'll tell you something, he's been playing lights out all season long. Just a little bad spell. That's how it goes. But to lose to Tony Pena, there's no shame in that whatsoever.
Mason Higgins and Cody Pierce lost
Yeah.
12-21 against Doug McClure and Jim Culliver.
Yeah, Heinerman was telling me during the co-ed he was barely able to change the cameras fast enough to pick it up. They were playing so fast. Randy Johnson checking things out. Glad to have you along for the ride, Randy. If you're watching on the Facebook feed or perhaps on the ACO YouTube channel, if you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share. Set the reminders so we can notify you when new content or new streams are starting up. ACO TV can be found there as well. You could hear the wailing coming out of Bob Heil. His mouth there, he just knew he let one go and was unable to take advantage of an opportunity. So the score remains 20-18. They've got a little work to do. Can Charlie Case pick up the three to put him over the top? About to find out.
Let's see.
And drips in over the front side. There's an opportunity there for Charlie to come right to left, and he takes it. Oh, I think Ben was hoping that he was going to push through. He's going to have to do it.
He's going to have to get
right
that.
now, and he
did.
does. He
Wow.
cleans him up. Great clean up there for a
Jonathan Nell and
double
Zach
12 wash.
Broadmeyer just beat Brandon Earls and Darren Zastro.
Did they?
That was a long game. Yeah.
Was
A
that
lot
in
of
the
washes.
upper bracket?
Yes, that's in B.
All right. Oh, and
Also.
B. Okay, upper bracket B.
We got Isaac on the main court over there, too, coming up against Jonathan Nell and Zach Broadmeyer. Nope, it moved. It's now going to be Rob Cooksey and Tommy Hewick. You know, I called him Huck for the longest time.
Yeah, I said Hayek, and he told me it rhymed with Buick, and that's the easiest way for me to remember. A nice double four-bagger right there. Social, cheers.
Woohoo!
To you. It's a pretty good way to spend a Friday. I don't know if you're sitting at work and maybe got us on in the corner of your eye, but we appreciate you having you along for the ride. It's just going to keep getting bigger and better from this throughout the course of the afternoon. 2 center courts going for you, 2 different streams for you to bounce back and forth from if you'd like to. This game is taking a minute. It's 20 on
Neck and
21 point. It's all we need.
Just one.
One. Somebody. 1 point.
Anybody.
Do it. You can do it. You know you can.
Somebody
somebody
fell
dropped.
in.
Yeah, I don't know whose.
I think it was Case and Heil.
I think there is going to have to be a. He's going to have to go up. Oh, and he does. How about that for
Wow.
another wash?
Wow.
Wow.
He's
that's
like,
right.
what the heck?
Ben Barron. He's sitting back over there in the stands in between shots now. He's just sitting over there thinking, wow, did I really do that?
That was good. That was a good bag.
Kalen says, exactly what I'm doing. It sucks. Maybe you're sitting at home. You maybe are sitting wherever you're sitting and you're watching. If you're at the bar, throw it up on the TV. If you've got the YouTube opportunity, all you have to do is put there. And you saw the instant replay there from Ben up and over the backside. It was a great shot. Nice look at that instant replay. I do like this camera angle. You really get a good look at the boards the way the players get to look at it as well. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Charlie Case just about face planted as he meets Bob Heil to take a look at what's going on back here to find out what kind of acreage he has to play with. There does have to be a rule moving forward, though, about bag colors. This is absurd. It's like, I honestly, my brain doesn't work fast enough, I think, to keep track of what's where.
It's that blue and gray. So many people have that blue and gray.
But it's everything. It never fails that the 2 sets of bags. We've only had like 2 or 3 games here where they were clearly different, and one
Right.
bag was such a two-tone that the one bag looked like 2 when it was on.
Yeah, we've got in the winners bracket in bracket B, we've got Willie Johns and Austin Thomason, I'll say that right, that beat Gary Ferguson and Jerry Armstrong. They're waiting for the winner of, well, they're going to wait a minute because Steve Smith and TJ Miller are waiting for the winner of Jason Wolf and Dan
Bob may be
DeClue.
overthinking this one.
And then they play the winner of that game.
Charlie said, just put it down front and make him do something. So we'll see if Bob can plant it where he wants it. Oh, he ran hard, and, well, he accidentally ended up exactly where he wanted to be, I think.
Could we have another wash?
Well, now Rivers got he's got to perform a little bit of surgery, I think, here. Right to left. He just Ben said just run into it. Steps out a little bit in his lane. Coming outside arm. Just run into it. Oh, oh wow. Look at that. He just, I mean, everything just sort of vibrated through, and that's going to do it. 21-20. How about River Green
What
and Ben
game.
Barron taking it out from under Charlie Case and Bob Heil? Team Lucky's not so lucky that time because I think, again, that might have been two
Well, this was
two
the
bags
loser
that
bracket, wasn't it? They're
went
out.
exactly where they wanted to go.
This the loser bracket or the winner bracket?
Let me take a look here.
Pretty sure it's the loser bracket. So they're out. Yep.
I don't know. I'm trying to pay attention to two screens here.
Ooh, there's a lot of good games we could get. A lot of good games coming up. If you got your Scoreholio app, you can check it all out. Plus, you can follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. On Facebook, hit that share button. We'd really appreciate it.
Yep. River and Ben will take on Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler next. Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubb down 13-2 to Eric Hoppenjohns and Rob Tustin down here in the losers bracket. Let's see what we got going on up top here. Caleb Hurt and Isaac Hurt will be facing off against Alex McDonald and Riker Wells here eventually. Parker and Ace got bounced to the consolation bracket by Alex and Riker 21-0 a little while ago. So we got a couple of matches on pause. We're going to wait till we get to these final matches. We'll put everything on hold until that happens, but we're sneaking up on it.
You what?
You ready? All right. Well, the Mississippi Ninja
At least you'll get your last names pronounced correctly.
will be
possibly
taking a wheel. I'm gonna give him a second to exhale. What happened? Because I sucked. Well, I may turn things over to the two of you here in a moment as we get these last matches rolling in bracket A and bracket B before we reshuffle and get down to what will ultimately be the finals. For the World's Doubles Championship, the American Cornhole Organization World Championships Season 19, Owensboro, Kentucky, the center of the Cornhole universe, and everything wraps up tomorrow when we will crown either our next king or our first ever singles queen of Cornhole. Frank Gears, the Cornhole dude, buzzing around the building, making sure all the awards and everything that are going to be presented throughout, including Road Dogs, the Woody Awards, CO Awards, all sorts of different things that are going to be happening as part of the festivities tomorrow as well. I'm going to turn over the most comfortable chair in the building right now to my man, the Mississippi Ninja.
Come on over. I'll get you some scores real quick.
Let him work it out.
We're
This girl is a monster on the numbers.
Gavin Leach and Richard Jones.
Maybe not so much on the names, 13. But the numbers.
Tyler Amos and Craig Urban have 3. That's 13-3. Gavin Leach and Richard Jones. Sorry, they're making fun of me with my last names. It's
all right.
fine.
All right. All right.
All right.
Come on in.
Here I am.
The
Go
water's
get them.
fine.
This is going to be a beauty.
Yep.
We've got Devin Holloway and Hunter. Wait. Sorry. They haven't started yet. They're going to play Parker and Ace, so we'll wait on that one. Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubbs is 5 against Eric Hoppenjohns and Rob Tustin.
Yeah. That's who we got. Court?
No, I was naming some scores. But
Oh, okay.
I'm messing up everybody's last name. That's why I'm like, is that correct?
No, I mess up everybody's
Oh,
name. Who does first and
shoot.
last? I heard River Green just hit a nasty shot to win that game.
He
is what I
did hit
just
a
heard.
nasty shot.
Let's here we are. Philip Barnett has joined the broadcast after losing out.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Dang.
But we played well. We
I was
went
rooting
2 and
for
2.
you.
I mean, get 2 wins in a stacked field like this is done pretty good.
No, it's very good. It's. Where'd you place in? 25th?
I don't know, 17th, 13th,
17th?
something like that. I don't know. I started out really good and then I fell off. So okay. So who we got here? Let's do it.
We've got
Thank you.
River and Ben against. I have the other against Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler.
Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler. And I don't know which ones are which, but we'll figure it out here.
This is elimination bracket.
Yeah, it is.
Got
I saw
David
it. Look.
Sanchez and Dave Arnaz, 12-19 against Eric Daughtry and Jerry Speedo. What?
All right, let me run something by all you people out there, and you also, okay?
What's up?
Tyler and Craig lost to Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter.
Yes.
How about that?
Right.
That's the team that we just took to the limit right here
Wow.
on center court. And then Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon lose, who was the game they play. And let me tell you how they lost. One, either Johnny or Daryl reached down and picked the bags up before the thing and gave up a 9 spot to lose the game. How about that?
No. That's the worst.
It is what it is. It happens, and it's happened. It's happened over and over. Daryl and Johnny lost by reaching and picking the bags up before the round was through.
Wow.
Gave up a 9 points and lost.
That is terrible. But
Whatever
they're
the
not
bags
out.
were, I don't know what the bags. Right beside me, but I wouldn't. I was just kind of listening. I have my ear, but whatever the bags were left, they ended up giving 9 points to the other team for the victory.
But they're still in, though.
Yeah.
We've got Gavin
that's
Leash
it.
and Richard
That's
Jones
right.
at 15 against Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin, 9.
Wow, Gavin Leash and Richard Jones is a really, really
Yeah.
good team, man.
But there's 2 Richard Jones.
Yeah,
so
this
I'm
is the
confused.
Richard Jones out of Missouri. He's a
The pro?
Yeah, no,
Or
he's
the
not the
non-pro?
pro.
Okay,
no,
because the other one is.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 Richard Jones.
And we know Gavin Leach is my rookie of the year. And when I'm handing out my end of the year awards, I'm giving it to Gavin Leach, who made a heck of a run at the end of the season.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And
Tanner
we're ready to go
Miller.
right here. River Green and who's his partner?
Ben Barron
All right, and who
and
they?
Keith Horn against Dennis Wheeler.
All right. So we'll figure it out as we go. Both men on this end start down the center. How about this? We got a shootout.
Right? Let's go.
We're in Owensboro, Kentucky, the World Championship season 19, and that means season
Wow.
20.
Starting out with the cheers, and I have no
Yep.
beverage.
I got one. I'll take one for myself. And season 20 is on the brink.
On the brink.
On the brink.
Got to do it big, season 20. That's a big
Yep.
number.
Yep. River Green off in the right-hand corner of the hole. You ever seen a corner of the hole?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I find it a lot. That's for sure. Nice bag. He's wearing a Blueprint jersey. I don't know if that
I was
maybe
going to
he's
say,
on
is the other one
Blueprint.
Blueprint? Or it says 270.
Yeah. Nice bag. River Green's a good player when he has his head in the game, by the way, and that
Right.
goes all the way off.
And he's drinking water,
Yeah.
hydrating,
Hydrate.
probably from the night before.
I don't know which one of them turn around so I see their jersey.
Gavin Leash and Richard Jones are 17-9 against Tyler Amos and Craig
Tyler Amos
Irvin.
and Craig Irvin about to be eliminated, on the brink of being out of this tournament.
I know, and you know how Gavin and Richard got in there? The Hertz. They had to play the Hertz.
Yeah.
They put them in the bottom bracket. I need to find out who put Craig and Tyler in the bottom.
That would be Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause I was
Nice.
right beside him when it happened.
That's a good win.
There we go.
Tanner Miller and Tanner Westfall is 14-5 against Lane McMullen and Hollywood Page.
This is Horn over here on this side. So what's the other guy's name?
Wheeler.
Huh?
Dennis Wheeler.
Dennis Wheeler and Horn.
Keith Horn.
Keith Horn.
3-2.
Yep. And this is River Green and
Ben Barron.
Ben Barron. That's old age, Steph. I'm sorry. I went to bed early last night, too.
Hey, there you go.
Nice bag by Ben.
We'll check out what's going on in the B bracket.
River right down the pipe. 'Cause we're just getting started in doubles, and we're
it's
flying.
flying.
We're ready to crown a champion somewhere around 5:30, 6 o'clock the way it's rolling.
I mean, it's going quick. Jonathan Nell and Zach Broadmeyer are 11-4 against Rob Cooksey and Tommy Hewitt.
Well, we know Jonathan Nell can play after the display he put on right here on center court last night in the Pro Series.
You got
and Ben goes out, and I think he gets up 4 right there.
You got Brandon Earls and Darren Zastro 5-1 against Jacob Garner and Spencer Garner.
The heck? Where's this game at?
You got TJ Miller and Steve Smith 2-4 against Austin Douglas and Justin Gibson. Those are the only ones in the winner bracket right now, as Willie Johns and Austin Thomason is waiting for the winner of Steve Smith and TJ Miller and Austin Thomas and Justin Gibson.
Let me tell you something. TJ Miller and Steve Smith could very well win this tournament. They're good players.
Anybody left?
Right now, River Green and Ben Barron are up 6-3. On Keith Horn and Dennis Wheeler. And now the score jumps up to 12-3. Could be some nerves. I hadn't seen these guys on center court before. Dennis Wheeler, Keith Horn.
There's been a couple people on here that we've never seen before.
Yeah, me. How about that?
No, we've seen you a lot.
Oh.
River and Ben are just knocking them out here on center court.
Yeah, you get in the groove on one center court. I was hoping our next game would be on center court, too, because I got a feel for those boards.
Right.
The ones we went and played on were totally different, a little bit faster. Nice bag. River Green, another 4-back. We're going to pick up at least 2. Ben finishes to only give up 2. Touches his chest, says, my bad.
We've got 17-17 with Eric Hoppen-Johns and Rob Tustin, and then Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubbs. Gavin Leash and Richard Jones are at 17, and now Tyler and Amos and Craig Irwin has closed the gap a little bit at 15.
Who are they playing again?
Gavin Leash and Richard Jones.
17-15, Richard Jones and Gavin. And they're all from the same area.
Yeah. Oh, they are?
Yeah, they play each other all the time. Nice pin-up bag right there. Looks like it might be a wash. Yep. 8 on 8. Score is going to remain 14-5. River Green. And Ben Barron. I'm going to remember his name when he's dead. I talk to him all the time.
You got Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster about to take on Matt Arseneau and Matt Ledbetter, who took out Craig Irvin and Tyler Amos.
That's another team that could absolutely win this. Riley Brewster and Caleb Rogers.
Yep.
I know they're throwing it. Oh, nice shot. I like the chance right there. He got another shot at it, right? Let's see if he goes up and gets it. He's got 2 shots at it. Dennis Wheeler eyes it. He hits a bad break, hits the front bag and goes off to the right. Let's see if River takes a shot at it. Oh, he tried to get around, but
just bunched right
Hey,
up.
let me tell you something, not a bad bag. You can't be mad at that one, because especially since Dennis has got one off the board.
Yeah, he's got quite a decision to make here.
I see Rex Hertz in his seat waiting on his boys to make it over to center court, because you know they probably will.
They're coming over here next.
They probably will.
Hope so.
Huh? The Hertz are next on center court, if that's what you people are waiting on. I see Caleb making his way over.
Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon are 2-0 against Eric Daughtry and Jerry Esposito. Esposito.
There you go.
Crap.
Man, you are butchering some names worse than me, Steffi B.
I done said that. I've butchered a lot of them.
I thought I was the world's worst in butchering names for sure.
I'll learn them eventually.
Yeah, I see Fergie holding court over there as people coming in the door.
He's the official Walmart greeter.
Yep. Here we go. Ben's got one out of play. Oh, and he tried to pull it back. Let's see if Keith can grab him a couple points right here.
Nice.
Much needed points. They're down 19-3
They
right
are.
now.
These bags are so similar.
Hey, he might get 4. Oh, he only gets 2 though. 19-5. The game's not over till it hits 21. How
The
about
bags
that?
look the exact same.
Yeah, you know what? I've been looking at them, and it's really hard to tell the difference in them. The only thing I found in the bags that Dennis and Keith are throwing is there's a looks like a white cross on
right
top of
off the
and
back.
River Green can finish this off, and then he throws so quick those ones out to the right, and Dennis can keep this going with a clean rest of the game round clean. There it is,
Right in
the
the
one.
hole.
River Green did the famous,
follows.
I got to get it down there
Block.
as quick as I can get it as soon as he saw the opening.
Gavin Leash and Richard Jones have won against Craig Irvin.
Craig
Tyler
Irvin and
Amos.
Tyler Amos are eliminated from the doubles
Wow.
championship. One of the favorites coming in here. Oh, and this could be it. River Green drives through right here. Game over. Next, we get to Hertz.
Ooh.
Oh, he only gets 1. No, it goes on to 20.
20-5.
Yep. River Green is a character, though. He is a character. He has a good time wherever he goes. I can tell you that right now.
Yes, he does. We've got Johnny and Daryl at 11-0 against Eric.
You watch them. They will probably make a hell of a run in the loser's bracket. I feel sorry for the loser's bracket team. Oh, and Ben goes all the way off the board. And all of a sudden, man, you start doing crazy things when you're up 19-5. All of a sudden, you look up, the score could be 19-17 before you know it.
Seen it happen.
Yeah,
20-0 going,
absolutely.
winning the game.
I saw Randall Garrison get up big time on Josh Glover at Tupelo one time. I think it was like 20-0, 20-1.
He came
and
back
Josh
and won.
just kept pounding away, and ended up winning that game.
Can't let up.
Nope. You better keep your foot on the gas pedal. That's going to be another point for
20-6.
Yep, Dennis and Keith. Big first bag right here.
Oh, right off the board again.
And he's done that twice.
Yes.
You know, and it could be nerves playing on center court. You're not used to playing here. And looks like River and Ben are going to survive. This has got to be a little block. Still got a chance to get one. Got to go in and make him make that last bag. That hole looks a little smaller when you're trying to finish it off.
He's thinking, just go in the hole.
A lot of thinking right there with that bag.
Oh, what an airmail.
Yep.
That was not even like touched any side.
And that's going to do it right there.
Go.
River Green.
He went, woo.
River Green, Ben Barron going to move on.
Got a good game coming up next.
We get the Hertz coming to center court. Who are they taking on?
They are taking on Alex McDonald and Riker Wells.
Wow, how come we get a, huh? Oh, this will be a playing game. Whoever wins it goes to the final 16. And I do not know their opponents, so we'll see.
We've got Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael Dingus, 5-0 against Scotty Ball and Dustin Arant.
Hey, that's another team that's making a hell of a run right now. Dustin Arant and Scotty Ball.
They are in the winner's bracket as well.
Yep. Everybody trying to get to that final 16 will reseed the bracket.
Look at Matt Arseneau and Matt Ledbetter, 7-0 against Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster.
Wow. Those guys are throwing really, really good. We had our opportunities to beat them here on center court, didn't take advantage, and they have made the best of it, that's for sure.
Then we got Tom and Drew Wakey waiting to play Michael Hosink and Richel Hosink.
Yeah. The Hoaxing brothers still hanging in there.
They are. right up there in the winner's bracket. Aren't they in the winner? They're in the winner's bracket.
As we await the arrival of the kid boy wonder, Isaac Hurt. Caleb said, I'll just walk. Would that be fair? Absolutely not.
It's going to be a killer game.
Finn told me to give you a breather, and then we're going to rendezvous later on with the night.
All right, so Mad Maz is going to step in for Steffi B.
All right,
We
I had
appreciate
fun.
all the hard work Steffi B has put in. Colin,
I'm
keeping
gonna
them
get my flashcards of last names, and I'll have them ready
Work
for the
on it,
next
Steffi
one.
B. You need it. You need it. Come on.
I'm not going to eat very much.
I'm taking that this is in the winner's bracket is what I'm looking at. Maz. Michael Hoaxing and Richard Hoaxing. I'm sorry, Michael Lucas and Michael somebody. Scotty Ball and Dustin Air up down 7-1. Matt Ledbetter and Matt Arsenault up 7-3 on Riley Brewster and Caleb Rogers. How about that?
That was a team that people thought could
Yeah.
take this whole bracket down. As there's the man of the hour, Isaac Hurt, makes his approach to center court.
Wearing those gold jersey. You may have to help me with names here. I do not know these guys are playing.
Let me pull my bracket up because I, at quick glance, also have no recollection. Oh, Alex McDonald and Riker Wells.
Yeah.
Riker in the purple major champion jersey, and Alex down there in the green Cobra Venom, green, black, and blue jersey down there next to Isaac.
As we're taking our final down and backs, we're trying to get to the final 16. We're going to reseed the bracket. You'll bring your losses in with it. If you're in the losers bracket, the winners will go undefeated.
How'd you do, Phil? Did you guys make it in? Are you still?
You know, what's that now? Next game on center court, Gustafson and Waking, another team that's making a heck of a run. What's the matter?
What'd you call him?
Gustafson.
Oh, there we go. It sounded funny at first. I was like,
You know, I have an accent, dude. I can't help that.
it's a little bit.
And I'm not going to change it either.
No, you
Sometimes
shouldn't.
I try.
Phil, I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are you guys still running through?
2-2, baby. 2-2, and I'm not mad about it.
Absolutely not.
I threw okay, and I'm just getting ready for singles tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
As we're fixing to be underway here in a minute.
Winner of this game advances to punch one of their first tickets to the final 16. Here, the money bracket.
And we're going to crown the champion right here this afternoon. And the way it's going, it could be this afternoon.
These games have been flying by. I think they talked about moving adaptive later on. They might be pushing it to tomorrow. We're not sure. But if this bracket gets done at 6 o'clock, then we're just going to run right through it.
Hey, everybody's going to get to spend some time out on the river tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They got a big Friday afternoon party they have every Friday in the summertime there in Owensboro, Kentucky. Nice time. But I went last year, had a good time, you know.
Absolutely.
Hung out with Velvet Bledsoe and Robert Harper.
Some of the Elite Bag crew.
Yep.
Always a fan of all of our bag partners here making the trip down to Owensboro, Kentucky with us all. Finn has the whole list memorized. I don't, but there are so many great ones, and we appreciate all the support that they bring. They bring to the sport.
I know we have Lucky's upstairs. I know we also have
State 31.
Arcane.
Yeah.
Elites upstairs.
Brothers Bag Company.
Cisco. Ruthless.
Ruthless isn't upstairs, but they are here, and they're represented very well. CBC is outside.
Elite is making custom bags on site in a trailer right out the front door.
Which is pretty fantastic, and that
Absolutely.
process is super cool to watch.
Yeah, it is.
These bags are live out of the right arms of Caleb Hurt and Riker Wells, as the ticket to the Sweet 16 will be punched right here, the first one to advance in. The Hurt boys, the #1 overall seed in the entire world doubles bracket.
What a shot.
Caleb showing exactly why.
Riker misses
And
the
he'll
push,
get
and that's going to be 8.
Is that a 12-on-4?
That's going to be an 8 spot. What a airmail there by Caleb Hurt. And they're making a statement. You know, not a lot. They're flying underrated. See, they played most of their tournaments at the first of the year.
Absolutely.
And then they just disappear. We hadn't seen them in the second half of the season. And now here they are coming with their back.
Absolutely. As you guys got to saw that ACO instant replay of that beautiful airmail from Caleb Hurt. And now we'll see if Isaac can put some points on the board here, as Alex has one that's on the outskirts of being out of play, but he has a great roll right there. And Isaac just makes it look so easy.
He still only missed one bag on center court. How about that?
He makes it look so easy. Alex has 2 starting to line up there on the left-hand side.
And there's another 4-bagger by Isaac Hurt.
This kid is automatic, and he'll get 6
more. 14-0. And now, let me tell you something. It's hard to come back from a 5-point lead with the Hurts. You know,
you give him 14.
You give him a 14-point lead, you're in serious trouble. And I'm not talking out of the box either.
Absolutely.
Prove me wrong is all I can tell you out there on center court. You come back 14 on the Hurts, you have done something, because they're not going to give you many opportunities to score.
And that's the exact point, is they're so good at limiting their mistakes because there are so few, and then they don't let you take advantage of them.
They don't make them. That's right. Look at that cut bag around. Just leaving his bag in the center. And there it is. He only gives up 2 that time, and I think he's happy he only gave up 2.
Riker with a great bag there to kind of collect and limit the damage like you said, but it's still 16-0 on the scoreboard after 3 rounds.
3 rounds, 16-0.
Isaac trying to put this game to bed here.
That's a probably on-purpose blocker right there.
Absolutely. Alex kind of flops over the top of it. Alex has hole control based on bag position, and Isaac says, no, you don't. What a bag.
Nice bag. This guy's got a nice left-handed throw right there.
Alex hanging on that lip around 5 o'clock, definitely in play, and Isaac leaves it, kind of hops over that bag. Can Alex pick it up? This would be a huge social if he does, and he can't, and that's the game.
That's the game. How about that? And Isaac Hurt's still perfect other than one bag hanging on center court. And we're going to move on to the next game. How quick was that there, Mr. Truck? And that's another statement. They're going to be in the bracket of 16 to take home another doubles champion. It'll be a 3-peat for these guys if they can do it. Already won 2 in a row.
You talk about surviving and advancing. The Hurt boys just breathe, walk into the venue, and advance.
I mean, you might as well just put them on there the way they're playing.
3-0, they gave up a combined 6 points in bracket play.
Looks like
6 points.
Yep, that's it. And they're that good.
63-6, they outscored their opponents.
They make it look easy, that's for sure. Now, can they continue this momentum if they're going to have to sit for a little bit?
We will see Drew Waking, and Tom Gustafson, Michael Hoaxang, and Rick Hoaxang.
The Hoaxang brothers going to make their way over here to center court to play another one of the top teams, Drew Waking and Tom Gustafson. Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas getting set to take on Doug McClure and Jim Culver. Ken Goodhue and Matt Heading, who put us out, playing Devin Holloway and Hunter McCullough, and they're behind 12-6. Gavin Leash and Richard Jones, who eliminated Tyler Amos and Craig Irvin, up down 8-14 to the Tanner boys, Miller and Westfall. And River Green and Ben Barron continue to roll. They're up 17-2 on Kaz Barkley and Aaron Tubb.
Tyler and Craig was a name, I'm not going to lie, I expected to see them here in the final 16. That's interesting.
They're gone. They're eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael Denges, I think that's his name, are up 11-5 on Scotty Ball and Dustin Arant. And Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter are down 17-11 now to Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster. We're waiting on the arrival of Drew Waking and the Hoaxang brothers right now.
Some other teams that are a surprise to me that they've been bounced. Russ Tabers and Jerry Stallions. That's a good team that got bounced out early. Zach Keir and Braden Easterling, they won ACO Knoxville, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either Knoxville. Yeah, I think it was Knoxville. They won ACO Knoxville, and they got bounced out early. Chad Jackson and Kim Dice won't be in the final 16. They got bounced out early.
So we're going to have some new names into the
Wow. Mason Higgins and Cody Pierce got bounced.
win. How long are you going to be there?
We see the Hoaxangs here at the boards. Tom waiting for his partner Drew, who is walking up right now, and we will bring you another ticket punching game here in the ACO World Doubles Championship bracket. This is bracket A. There's one of two, A and B. Top 8 in each bracket advance. This winner, the winner of this game, punches their ticket to that round of 16. Doing it the easy way on the upper side. The loser has a chance to come back to the loser's bracket and punch their ticket as well. But it would be nice to go one and done right here. Punch a ticket, get in.
It's a really good team, Tom Gustafson and Drew Waking.
They're both really good teams.
Yeah.
I know Mick and Rick obviously are Top Gun 20 teams with those orange and yellow jerseys. I don't know if Drew and Tom were. I know that they...
No, they did not make the Top Gun 20, but
they also didn't play very much together.
No. You watch Tom's bag. He throws the opposite spin.
Yep.
You've seen that, man?
Absolutely.
It's so different.
And it really messes up my brain, not going to lie.
I try not to watch it.
Yeah.
Flight.
I try to avoid that at all costs.
So they're trying to get the board straightened out, but they are taped down, so you're not going to move it.
Yeah, you can't move the back legs. You can move the front, but you can't move the back.
Drew is still not happy with the placement of it, but I'm going to tell you what, it's not bad. It's dead center. Look at it.
Well, it's dead center to us. We're sitting on the side.
It looks like the back of where Michael Hoaxang is could go over a little bit. I mean, I got to give it to Chris Clark. Chris Clark, when they had that controversy over there with Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas, Chris Clark went over there and made a decision, and he made the right decision. And sorry, Johnny and Daryl, you got put in the loser's bracket because of a technicality, but you shouldn't have done what you did.
What decision are we talking about?
Well, either Johnny or Daryl reached down and grabbed the bag before the round was finished, and they ended up costing them 9 points and cost them the game.
Absolutely.
Chris Clark, our lead official here, took charge of that situation and made a decision, and that's the decision that was stuck. Now Johnny and Daryl are still trying to climb through the loser's bracket.
That's a huge mistake right there from two guys that are very experienced. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
and we'll
bad.
see how that plays kind of into the mental game, coming through the loser's bracket, knowing maybe you shouldn't have lost that game, at least for that kind of reason.
And that's such a good team.
That's my point. That's an experienced team that shouldn't make, and I know that lapses happen. Everyone does at one time. But a veteran team, not going to say, well, being seniors, they've been playing the game for a while, Phil, and that's...
Well, when I first looked over there, it was on the court right beside me, and I'm thinking, okay, these two guys, I've never seen these two guys before, and they made that mistake, and I thought, and then I turned around, oh my gosh, it was Johnny and Daryl that made the mistake, and that's what I said.
Wow.
Those are two veteran guys that know better. So
absolutely. I don't think we're live
we're
just
still down
yet.
and back.
Still trying to get our warm-up throws in.
There's Drew Isaac.
Drew and Tom in the blue lane.
You talk about deliberate. Drew Waking is the most deliberate player in here. And he used to be more deliberate than he is now, believe it or not.
More deliberate.
Gotten a little faster over the last couple years, but, man, he used to be really deliberate.
We're going to get word from the truck. Are they in the wrong lane? Should they be? Mick and Rick are in the... We'll leave it as is.
Just leave it.
All right.
And maybe we're going to get started here down on this end.
I just don't want the score bug to be wrong because they put the colors up there. I want it to match.
Are they good on the lanes, Truck? You got to score in the right lanes? That's all I'm worried about.
They're good?
All
right.
Okay.
Interesting.
And here we go. We got Mike Hoaxing going up against Tom Gustafson. There's that reverse spin right down the middle. This guy throws it in the hole, too, now.
He does. Mick with an early miss. See if Tom can pick up some points early on, and Mick misses again.
Mick is maybe the fastest player in the building, too.
Oh, yeah.
He fired away. When he sees what he's got, and Tom kicks out of play. He's still got a chance to pick up 2 here.
Trying to limit the damage here. Does Mick gives up 8. Tom.
And it just goes
out.
over the hole. Pretty unique. Tom holds his phone in his hand as he's throwing.
I noticed that, and I feel like I would not be able to do that.
Like he's on a conversation with somebody. He got one of those bugs in his ear, you know?
He's in a conference call at work while he's throwing bags.
You ever go through the store and somebody's talking on the damn earbud and you think they're talking to you? I mean, I'd like to go up right to them and say, "What'd you say to me, sir?"
And then they point to the ear like, "Hey."
Yeah.
And then you feel all goofy.
Like you got a roach in your ear.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, and Mick and Drew both throwing bags in the hole.
But Mick and Rick avoid a early mistake here with an 8-8 wash in the first round. We'll see how Rick and Drew do here on our left end, throwing left to right in front of us.
Hey, you know, we don't see much of Rick on the center stage. Michael Hoaxang is one of the top seniors. We've seen him a lot on center court.
Mm-hmm.
But Richard is making a move to try to top his brother. Nice 4-bagger right there. We could have our first social of the game, and you're drinking water. I got some Crown. How about that?
I had a Crown earlier, and I think I got to pace myself here as we're going to go long into the night.
Well, we're not going long into the night tonight, buddy. We're partying later on, ain't we, Eric?
How about the after parties tomorrow?
And Mick, first bag right down the pipe. It's almost like Maggie Geiger. He steps way back at the end of the board, and that bag came up way short, and I think it just stuck on him. I don't think he meant to do that. Nice bag. Mick just digs into the board. This could be an airmail for Mick. You know, he likes to shoot them. Oh, he just runs through it. Tom Gustafson. Oh, and Mick could pick up 4 right here. You know, we got 3 guys on this center court that I really think could make a run in singles tomorrow, too. I'm not so sure about Rick, but I'm not dogging him out. He just hadn't made that show, but he threw his first 4 bags in the hole. That's going to be 4 points as the Hoaxing brothers take the first lead in this game.
An early lead. We saw when Mick put 2 on the left and right, Tom wasn't able to capitalize. Tom did the same thing, and Mick was able to convert 4-0 early. Rick with a great block, and he doesn't try to do anything fancy. He's very methodical. Swing of the arm, let it go.
That's it.
And it works for him. Drew runs right into the back of it.
Hey, there we go. Let's go and pile it up.
And
I like
so
that.
Rick has an unintentional rollback. He doesn't try to do anything fancy. Just the way he lets it go kind of has that odd backload as Drew goes up and comes down clean.
He tried the big push right there.
He did. We'll see if Drew goes up again. I think he will. Swing the left arm. He does. Goes off the backhand side. And Rick goes into the backyard as well.
Drew, going to shoot another one here?
I would. Drew showing +1 on the board right now. Make it +4.
Evens this game up.
Oh, I hear me in the delay and has shook me for a minute.
Somebody said update on Grasshopper and Caleb's. You have those scores?
I
Caleb
do.
Rogers.
They lost. The truck says they lost.
Matt Arsenault and Matt Ledbetter on a heater.
They
to make
are
the 16.
So Caleb and Riley are playing Devin Holloway and Hunter McClendon, I think.
Yep.
No, Hunter McLeod. for a chance to punch their ticket.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're in the loser bracket right now. The winner of that game between Caleb and Riley versus Devin and Hunter advances.
Tom has a back, gets completely away from him and finds the back door out there. It could be laying out there in the middle of Frederica Street. Nice finish, though. Nice finish.
Mick for 1.
There it is.
10 on 9 makes it 5-4. Favor of the red lane.
How about Kanithia Hagan tuning in? The music man, Jeremy Hankins, tuning in. And Rick throws another center blocker. He's gonna challenge Drew to shoot some airmails here.
You see Drew asking for the feedback from his partner.
I'm saying shoot the airmail. That's a hard push. Don't ask me. We see Daddy Waking sitting in the bleachers. Liam and his girlfriend from England sitting over there. Oh, and he tried to block, and that's the trouble with re-block. It kicks off to the right. Oh. Rick is such a nice guy, man. He speaks to me every time I see him. Up and over. Drew eyes it. And he's long, way long. Larry Young said, let's go, Drew and Tom. I think he might be trying to throw a rollback and it's just holding up. Drew, one more airmail.
Sebastian and Gary. Oh, okay, so they're playing right now.
Oh, and he's got 2 in the back. This is an airmail, yes. Yes, a little short airmail.
Yep,
Could piggyback in, yeah.
That would be huge.
And
he
hit
goes
it
clean.
clean. Drew needs to get something in here to minimize the damage.
Showing 6 on 1 right now, swinging that left arm. Up and
hit
down.
it at center, so that's going to be 2 more points for the Hoaxang brothers to go up 7-4. Seven to 4. Mick Hoaxang with the lead bag here. Gustafson center block. Hoaxang try to run right through it. Kicks off, goes to the right. Big round for Gustafson. Needs to grab a couple points. Last. Mick's got 2 out of play now. They could take the lead. Mick finishes strong. Gustafson, nice 4-bagger. They take the lead. 8 on 7 now. Drew Waking, winner, moves on to the final 16. We had a bunch of teams start today, and now we're easing down to 16. Then we're going to reshuffle them.
You are right about that, Phil. We have 6 tickets already punched. We'll go through that list in a moment. Also, we'll go through the list of big names that have not punched their tickets to the final 16.
Oh, and that's a bad bag.
Here on the World Doubles main stage as Rick sends one into the backyard.
So I'm understanding the loser of this game will stay right here on center court and play an elimination game. The winner moves on to the top 16.
Correct. The loser of this game, let's see if that matchup was already out there. I think it is. They will. So the loser of this game gets Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas to punt for a chance to punch a ticket again.
Yeah. And Drew's got 2 in the back of the hole, and Rick rushed that really quick.
He did, absolutely.
Yeah. He had a chance to even this game up.
Drew can guarantee at least 1 if he goes in here, and he does get at least 1. Rick down the middle, and he hangs
3
on the side.
3, and I tell you what, I think Rick's throwing a little bit of nerves here.
It could be. Center court does that, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. scores now 11-7, Drew Waking and Tom Gustafson, and Tom's got one out of play.
But Phil, talk about a rough draw having to if you're either one of these teams having to play the other one. Both of these teams are real challenges, and then if you lose, you get Daryl and Johnny to try to get in.
That's a nice consolation prize, isn't
What
it?
a draw!
And a pissed off Daryl and Johnny.
Pissed
too,
off
man.
Daryl and Johnny, indeed.
That's all I can say. I know I would be.
Absolutely.
They're good enough friends, though. They let it slide and then get right back in there and just keep plugging. They got a chance to get back into that bracket. Nice bag by Tom.
Tom with a 10. Mick to get 2. He does.
And he cuts that lead down to 11-9. 2 points. We've had some really good games on center court so far today in the doubles division.
We do. And that's exactly what you hope for here. And as the ACO World Doubles Champion will be crowned in Owensboro, Kentucky in just a few short hours. 116 teams down to a final 8 in each bracket makes 16 the magic number. And we are working our way down. Just under half of the tickets have been punched.
Both men got a couple under. Oh, I'll take that back. Rick's got a couple under, and Drew's trying to match him. Absolutely. He is so deliberate, man. It would drive you. I played him several times. It would drive you bananas. Because I'm always antsy, ready to throw.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he takes his time, eyes it. And he's damn good, too.
And that's the batting part, is he can take his sweet time, and then it goes exactly where he wants it. Drew can pick up 2 right here.
Eyes it. Right down Main Street. Give him 2 more. 13-9. Drew Waking, Tom Gustafson. As we're heading into the singles type championships tomorrow. Tell you what that's going to look like in the morning. Looks like the doors are going to open at 9. World Singles Championship bracket starts at 9:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Doors open at 8, sorry.
I was going to say, there's no warm-up time, just right into singles. Right into the main bracket.
Opening ceremonies as we work our way down in the championship bracket, just like we're doing here.
I think we're going to go top 32 in singles.
Yep, opening ceremonies will be at 6 o'clock. And we'll run in right into World Singles at 7:30 tomorrow. So make sure you're tuning in right here to the ACO, either on Facebook or YouTube. Nice bag there by Mick Hoaxing. Tom steps way out. And he's okay with that. And I'll tell you what Mick's gonna do, and I know what his brother told him to do.
Oh, big time. He goes up.
Oh, and he just goes up, but he only gives up 1. It's gonna be 14-9 now. Our English folks are enjoying some Budweisers over there on the
I see that.
bleachers over there. They got them lined up. We're going to have a bowling for dollars later on with those cans. Drew Waking first bag. He'll be ready to throw here shortly. Get you a bite of your burger over there, man, as you got time.
Apparently.
And he throws one out of play. Big round for Rick right here. He needs to score on this opportunity he's been given. And he goes right there with the magnet bag. Right down the center. And I'm like Maz, a lot of good teams have been bounced out of this thing. The Irvin and Amos team is bounced out. Kim Dice, Chad Jackson been bounced out. You got an update on Scotty Ball and Dustin Arant?
They advanced.
They did to the 16?
Yep. They punched their ticket from bracket A into the Sweet 16. Yep.
They absolutely can win this thing, I'm telling you.
They took down Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael.
Oh, and that bag gets away from Hoaxing. He had a chance to grab 2, and he gives up 1. That 4th bag blues kicked in. It's 15-9 now, Drew Waking. And Tom Gustafson. Tom holding that phone again. Somebody told me on the chat here that phone weighs exactly the same amount as his bag. So it feels like he's got a bag in his hand.
He's perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Nice bag.
It is a good bag. That puts both of Tom's bags in hold position. Mick runs into the back of him, and one of them falls.
And Mick is going up again right here.
Interesting. Yeah, Tom chose to lay up. Mick short airmail.
Oh, and his airmails have not been spot on like they normally are.
They haven't. He pushes his own bag in, but now Tom has a free lane, and he's going to go down and hard, and he can't collect it. Mick can limit it to 1.
Oh,
and
that's
it
3
just
more.
doesn't drip in.
18-9 now. Gustafson and Waking. It'll be a force to be reckoned with. I don't think they're having their best game right here on center court, but they are capable of making a lot of bags in the hole.
Absolutely. And you talked about, just like you mentioned earlier, I should say, the loser of this game goes right to Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas. That game will be brought to you by us at the conclusion of this one.
Absolutely.
So the winner of these next 2 games, both winners will punch their ticket into the final 16.
And somebody will be eliminated. A good team's going to be eliminated for sure.
So 2 of the 3 people that play on center court here in the next 2 games will punch a ticket.
Yep.
What a heartbreaker it's going to be.
Nice. No, I like that bag right there by Rick Hoaxing. Right
I also do. We'll see how Drew gets around it. And he kind of pushes Rick's bag in.
Replaces it.
Oh,
and this could make it 20. He could put some pressure. He's going to make Rick have to make the next bag.
And he does.
Yep. Rick has to go in here.
Swing of the right arm. Bag is up, and it's down.
20-9 is going to be the score now, though. I'm still, I got to talk about the impressive juniors final by Isaac Hurt last night. If y'all didn't watch it, make sure you go back and find it on our network. The kid made 59 out of 60 bags, and he had one hanging, and he almost got it with 2 airmails. Think about that. 59 out of 60 bags as Tom's got one out of play here. And Mick trying to take advantage of it.
Tony Pena and Bruce Lalonde advanced.
Tony Pena is on a heater this weekend, man.
I knew he was your guy.
Yeah.
Yep, he advances.
That's a pretty good team, too.
It really is.
As Mick, a chance that Mick slides right by the hole, and the score is going to remain 20-9. See Drew's sister and mother sitting over there in the bleachers. Heather, the former Heather Waking, who's married now. Drew Isaac, first bag. And he's right down Main Street. I know me and my partner ran into them the first time ever in Branson. He was playing with his sister at that time, Drew Waking. I had never heard of him, but I tell you what, I knew who he was when we got through. I think we sneaked by, but this guy, I knew right then, this guy's good. Everybody scrambling to try to team up with him, too, at that time. And Drew's got a chance to close this game out with 2 more bags in the hole.
Yeah, if Rick can't pick up that bag on the left-hand side, sitting about 7 o'clock, this game will end.
But he has to go after it. He has no choice.
He does. He steps out a little bit, swinging that right arm, and they kind of sandwich on top of one another.
Drew in the hole finishes the game off.
Unless Rick can pull a magic rabbit out of a hat.
That's going to be
and he doesn't. Perfect. So now
he's going to have to come in an airmail from that side right there and try to pull that one that's hanging.
Looks like he's going to step out and go low and hard. We'll see.
I don't know if
but it is. It is low and hard, and nothing
that's
falls.
That's going to do it.
Mick and Rick will face Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon for a chance to advance. Drew and Tom punch their ticket on the winner's side. They are officially in the Sweet 16. 4 teams from each bracket have all advanced. Isaac Hurt and Caleb Hurt, as you saw, advanced through with ease. Scotty Ball and Dustin Arand advanced. Matt Arsenault, Matt Ledbetter advanced. This is Tom and Drew advancing from the A bracket. And then from the B bracket, Willie Johns and Austin Thomason made it through. Steve Smith and TJ Miller. Daniel Kohinski and Jaden Gamblin. Two names I'm not familiar with. And Bruce Lalonde and Tony Pena.
There we go. And we're waiting on one more, right?
So that's the 8 from the winner's side. Now we need 8 from the loser's side of both brackets.
So this is going to be the Hoaxing brothers against Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon. I see them just standing around over there. All right, I'm going to leave this with you for about 2 seconds, and I'm going to make a quick stop. I'll be right back. Okay, Maz, you good?
I'm good.
All right.
There we go. All right, Phil was headset 3, so he muted me, but it's probably something you guys would enjoy. Alrighty, as we wait for Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon to head this way, 16 teams will fight for the ACO World Doubles Championship from Owensboro, Kentucky, as season 19 comes to its epic conclusion. We are on day, I believe this is, well, we had days last week, so I forget how many days in total. But today and tomorrow, this wraps up our season 19 World Championships of Cornhole. Friday, today, a doubles champion will be crowned. Tomorrow is dedicated to singles, and a new king or queen of Cornhole for season 19 will be crowned. I see Johnny and Daryl have made their appearance here on center court. A whole bunch of orange and yellow on the court here, as these are real highlighter jerseys. I love it. Everybody's so vibrant over here. As we mentioned, for the umpteenth time, winner of this game will punch their ticket in to the Sweet 16. Devin Holloway and Hunter McClough and Caleb Rogers, Riley Brewster also vying for another spot. Caleb and Riley lead 12-7, those of you following Caleb and Riley. Tanner Miller and Tanner Westfall lead 13-10 over Alex McDonald and Riker Wells. That winner also punches their ticket from the losers bracket. Michael Lucas Jr. and Michael, I'm going to say her name wrong, I apologize, Dingus. Those two also advanced via the loser bracket. We see Daryl and Johnny going through some bag choice discussions here live on center court as they're talking about what's the best thing to throw.
There we go.
There we go.
There we are.
Yeah, you had headset 3, I had headset 2, so
yeah.
It was a whole.
I'm so used to having 2.
I thought you did have 2, but apparently we got the wires crossed.
It's all good. And so apparently Johnny Thomas is the one that bent down and grabbed the bag. I got the full story.
We got the inside scoop.
Yeah,
all right.
That's where I was headed, man, to get the scoop. And Johnny, he gives me a little wink, but Johnny's not having a good weekend. You know that, right? I mean, he told me he threw as bad as he could possibly throw in that seniors championship. And I told him, I said, if you ever throw really good against me again, I'm going to kick you because you never throw like that when I play you.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, his wife just told me Johnny's not having a good week.
Johnny Thomas took second place in senior singles. Tony Pena took him down. But again, as bad of a time as you can have taking second. Let's also keep that in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
As bad as you can throw while also coming in second place in the entire division.
That's true. That's true. I'm turning you down just a hair. All right, here we go. We're underway. Johnny Thomas and Daryl Macon, probably the top seed here. How about the jerseys popping on center court?
That's what I said. Very
Top Gun,
very
20s.
vibrant.
Yeah.
All righty.
Johnny right down the middle. And Rick told me he's having trouble getting those bags to move. It looks like they have switched bags. They were throwing some black bags earlier. I know they're Luckies.
So these are the Luckies and Pitch. I think that the Freedom Bag line that got released for the 4th of July, the collaboration with Lucky's Bags and Pitch Bags.
Ah, there's a 4-bag. And 4-bagger by Johnny Thomas. He grabbed 4 as Richard continues to struggle here on center court. And I just call it like I see it. I'm not trying to be mean. He told me he was not nervous. He was just having trouble with the bag. So see if he can straighten those out, as Daryl's got one just about a little bit out of play. Can be turned out of play. Yep. Daryl with that unique pitch and that elbow.
He's going to try to bring this bag back.
No.
Oh, and Mick runs right into the back of it.
And Mick, I promise you, he'll shoot in a minute to try. Oh, he may not need to, because that was a good bag to move that bag back in play.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot. I think the risk is too high of bringing Daryl's bag with you. You go down and hard, and he does.
And just another wash. And Mick has given up some opportunities to score in the last 2 games, too.
Absolutely.
Score is going to remain 4-0. Johnny Thomas, Daryl Macon, who's in the loser's bracket on a fluke. Now, they might have lost anyway, but that's a heartbreaker to win.
Maybe not a fluke. Maybe on a technicality.
Yeah, technicality.
He's in the loser bracket.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, technicality. I remember playing somebody in Vegas that had that happen to them. They advanced in the winner's bracket that way.
That's such a killer.
Yeah,
honestly. It really is.
I'll be honest with you, I've never done that, so I don't know how it feels, but I guarantee you it didn't feel good. Oh, Mick got to shoot that airmail right there. He's been hesitant to shoot it. That's going to be 3 more for Johnny to go up 7-0. He's got to take some shots. I mean, he had 2 bags hanging right there. That was a perfect opportunity. Shout out to 007 David Vaughn for delivering my little cup I got right there with the
Time to
personalized cup. That's right.
Time to fill the Mississippi Ninja.
Had a handful of folks. Danny Latham from my area, nice little player. Try to get him involved, get him here next year.
Absolutely.
Do we know when the announcement's going to be for where the Worlds are going to be next year? I'm asking the truck. Okay.
We do not. We do not have a official date yet for the announcement of Worlds 20.
What time does the final bracket start? Donald Long wants to know. I think it's just as soon as we can reseed it.
Correct.
And get it going, it will start.
Yeah, we whittled down. Let's see right now. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still waiting for 6 teams to punch their tickets. Then once we take a minute to reseed and update the wins and losses, because all the teams that make it to the Sweet 16 bring their wins and losses over. So if you went through the losers bracket, you'll start 0-1.
There'll be 4 winners and 4 losers.
8 of each.
Yeah, 8 of each. I'm sorry, 8. You're right.
So if you came through undefeated in the winners bracket, you'll start in the Sweet 16 1-0. If you came through the losers bracket, you'll start 0-1. That way it's a double elimination for the winners bracket side and a single elimination if you came to the losers bracket. So you still only get those 2 losses overall. So once we can clear that up and reseed that properly, I think we're going right into the next one.
Yeah, we're not going to jack around. We're going to get right at it.
We got stuff to do, Phil.
Yeah,
we got games to play, games to watch, a champion to crown from the doubles team.
There's 2 for Daryl Macon. He'll make the score 9-0. Daryl Macon, Johnny Thomas trying to get to the Sweet 16 after losing on a technicality.
Trying to show they belong here with the
and
big
they
boys.
Do.
They do.
I mean, they're one of the best teams in the country. There's no doubt about it.
But again, we've seen top teams fall all day.
Yeah, absolutely. And Johnny with a nice block, and Richards continues to struggle. Oh, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to call that a skill bag. And Richards continues to struggle here on center court, and this is going to be at least 5. Open hole.
Right down and hard.
And it's going to be 5 more for Johnny to go up 14-0. As Richard Hoaxing is really struggling. And such a good guy. I hate to see it. I hate to call it, but I got to call it like I see it, too.
Well, you don't have to, but you're choosing to, which is fair.
Yeah. No, but you know me, I'm a straight shooter, Jack. I don't jack around.
Yeah, man, I got nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
You throw a bad bag, I'm sure going to tell you it's a bad bag. As Mick now gets a chance to get off that goose egg. Darryl steps way out and kind of a half-ass blocker. Mick up. Oh, and he goes off. His airmails have not been on today, and that's going to go 15-0. Johnny Thomas, Daryl Macon looks like they're on the verge of getting into that top 16. So tomorrow we're going to have singles action. We're going to crown a king or queen or junior of cornhole.
And
How
Rick
about that?
again sends another bag into the backyard.
Yeah, I told you, man. Rick is really struggling. The bag change didn't really help, it doesn't look like. As Johnny has found a groove for sure.
Johnny to put all the pressure on Rick. He does. This bag has to go in.
He's got to go in.
It
and that's
does
going to do it. That's going to do it. And advancing to the Sweet 16, Johnny Thomas, Daryl Macon.
Mick and Rick had, think about how that feels. You had 2 chances to punch a ticket into the final bracket.
Missed it both.
You missed them both.
Yep, but you know what? They're brothers. They'll go home, have a beer, and discuss it and come back next year stronger, I promise you. You know what? They're very close, and there's not going to be no animosity either way, I promise you.
Of course not.
I told you I was right. If I tell you it's Easter, buddy, paint your eggs, okay? If I tell you it's Easter, paint your eggs, okay?
He must have misunderstood.
I'm just kidding with you.
All righty, so the entire A bracket, all 8 tickets have been punched. Caleb Hurt, Isaac Hurt, Scotty Ball, Dustin Arant, Matt Arsenault, Matt Ledbetter, Drew Waking, Tom Gustafson.
Ones.
Yep, those 4 went through undefeated. And then you have Tanner Miller, Tanner Westfall, Michael Lucas, and Michael Dingus, I think is it Dingus?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael Dingus. And then Caleb Rogers, Riley Brewster. They survived Devin Holloway and Hunter McClough. They won 21-8. And then Daryl Macon and Johnny Thomas. So those 4 teams came through the loser bracket. Arsenault, Waking, Ledbetter, Gustafson. Oops, they won. And now we wait. I think we have 4 more tickets to punch.
And do we have a game coming to center court, or is everything being played outside now?
So A bracket is completed. There's no more games here.
Okay, so are we going to move anything over here, or are we going to need to get off, go take a break right now for a little bit, and then come back? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. Center Court 2 is going to run bracket B, and then we're going to reseed, reshuffle, and bring back some. The Sweet 16 is going to come your way.
Absolutely. So, what he just said, we're going to reseed everything. We'll have a lot of games here on center court coming up as soon as we start the bracket of 16. They're finishing up on center court 2. If you want to tune in over there, the CBC boys are doing a fine job. Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, we're going to take a break, and we will come back as soon as we have the reseeded bracket. We'll have one of the top games, probably the Hertz right here on center court, I would probably guess.
I would assume we'll have the 1 seed. Yep.
So make sure you tune back in. This is for Mad Maz. I'm Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja. Finn, the Loudmouth, will be joining us here for the remainder of the afternoon, and when we go on, we'll be on the rest of the afternoon. So make sure you tune in, YouTube, Facebook, and that for the ACO Digital Network. We'll be right back.